1 minute.
Yeah, one thing to remember, though, is the garage is closed 30 minutes after game time, so you can't bring your car. We're going to drink after the game, maybe take public transportation, maybe take a bike, better anyway. And also, the best thing about Almanac is when we're on the road, the games are here.
And a very good evening to you. Welcome to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM The Answer. I'm Tyler Peterson. It is Ballers Baseball. It's the championship. It's game 3 of 5, and the Ballers have to win to stay alive in this championship. They went to Idaho Falls. They dropped the first 2 games of this championship series. Game 1, a 5-3 loss, and then on Wednesday, just 2 days ago, a 15-10 loss to the Idaho Falls team, which is the best offense in the Pioneer League. So they are going to have to find a way today and tomorrow and Sunday to win those games if they want to win a championship. Any of those 3 is a loss, it's over, and the ring goes to Idaho Falls. It'll be another tough game tonight. We'll see Gary Grosjean, who leads this Idaho Falls team in wins. He'll be taking on, you could call him the ace if you want, the former ace, depending on where you rank Noah Milliken in that, but Luke Short, a guy you definitely want pitching in an elimination game. The Ballers had 1 elimination game in the first round. They won it in game 3. Let's see if they can win it again tonight. We'll have our extended pregame show, which includes on-the-field run-out announcements. So we'll be down there. I will be down on the field, actually, bringing in the Chuckers to the field. Mark Kahn, our public address announcer, will announce the Ballers to the field, who are in our home whites today. And there may be a time in which you will hear the PA audio on the radio. It's all part of our in-house show, and we are going to combine those 2 tonight once again. We'll take a break and come back. We're going to review the postseason so far, starting with the first round. The Ballers taking 2 out of 3 from the Ogden Raptors. The last games played at Raimondi Park before today. So take a break and come back on Ballers Baseball. This is the pregame show on 860 AM The Answer. I'm not sure, but I'll call it out. Welcome back to Raimondi Park, the Ballers pregame show. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's just about half hour before we see the first pitch in our scheduled 3rd game of this championship series. But so before we begin, we want to look back at what we have seen so far in this 2025 PBL playoffs. The Ballers won their first ever playoff series last week. It was a 3-game series against the Ogden Raptors. They were 3 extremely hard-fought games. The highest scoring game from either team was the first game when the Ballers won 4-2. It was one of a number of great performances from the Oakland pitching staff. Noah Milliken, who had the best ERA, one of the best pitchers in the league, had another great start. 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned run. 3 walks and 7 Ks. He was on fire that night.
Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day 1, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hef.ins.com. Highwire is an East Bay owned and operated coffee roasting and tea.
I couldn't think of the word ovation for some reason in that moment, but standing applause, I think you understood what I was trying to say. it was a day, again, that was extremely well pitched. You have to give a lot of credit to Ogden, who did not allow a ton at all to Oakland. No home runs in the series, but the big hit came off the bat of Tremaine Cobb, who had a 2-run double in the 4th.
They stand for top-tier training, great wages, strong benefits, and dignity on the job. Join the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades today. Shout out to McGuire and Hester, the team behind the transformation of Raimondi Park. Thanks for building a home we're proud to play in. Built by Oakland, for Oakland.
To be fair, I thought it was a home run off the bat as well. And Cobb, who watched a high rainbowing, what would have been extra base hit, not home run, just go off the glove of Badneski and left. Sort of went into a trot around first and then really hit the gas to try to get into second. It was a relatively close play, but he did just get in. So that was the big hit for Oakland in that day. They were not able to find a big hit the next day, though. It was an excellent start from Cole Stasio for the Raptors. 5 innings, just 1 run allowed, 7 strikeouts. It was a game that Ogden had to have. It was an elimination game for them. They went up against Luke Short, who was brilliant. 6 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 9 Ks. And he had a 1-0 lead in the 4th inning with the RBI single by Danny Harris. It wasn't until the 7th that Ogden got their first run. Their first run the previous day came off the bat of Christian Hall, a big lefty first baseman who sent a solo shot to left field. On game 2, he sent a high, deep drive toward right center off the scoreboard. It was a 2-run home run, and Ogden did not give up the lead after that. Edmondson, Lopez, and Velasquez shut down the Ballers, those 3, allowing just 1 hit in the final 3 innings. James Collier and Adam Bogosian also pitched well that day, but that game was dropped by Oakland 2-1, so it set up a very dramatic playoff game 3. It was going to be Gabe Tanner, who won the job in the final month away from some potential other selections, and he had one of the best games of his life. 8 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 Ks, and he induced some big ground balls as well.
Baseball fans, it's always a home run with Chick-fil-A Emeryville. Whether you're fueling up before first pitch with our delicious breakfast or bringing the whole team together with catering trays, we've got you covered. From nuggets to minis, we're your MVPs for game day meals. Swing by Chick-fil-A Emeryville today, where every bite is a win.
That was a double play to end the top of the 5th. He also got double plays to end the top of the 6th and top of the 8th. It was a scoreless game until the bottom of the 7th. Nick Leahy had a single up the middle to begin that inning. He was replaced by TJ McKenzie, who stole second and nearly was caught up by a deke by Elliott Good, but he was safe at second. And then, after a walk by Isai Santos, that set up a situation where Aaron Miles wanted to take a gamble, and he sent both runners. And apparently it was a little bit too much for me to try to describe to you as well. A little marble mouth on the call, but it was the only run of that game, and it was a run that was going to stand, as after Tanner's just dominant 8 innings, Connor Sullivan, who got the save 2 days ago in a 1-2-3 inning against Hall, Good, and Oyama, had to face the top of the order in Stone, Oyama, and Lane. It was a 1-0 lead, which he kept. Well, it's certainly an emotional night, and if the Ballers want to get something out of this series, like a ring, we're going to need to have more emotional nights like that, because they are down 2-0. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll discuss what we saw in Idaho Falls for the previous 2 games, both Chuckers wins. It's a pregame show on 860 AM, The Answer.
Anyway, thanks for being
Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show on 860 AM The Answer. We are here live from Raimondi Park before the third playoff game of the Pioneer League Championship Series. It has been quite a series so far as how well the opposition has played. Idaho Falls has just made a couple of errors in 2 games and scored 20 runs. Let's look at game 1. That was on Tuesday, game just under 3 hours. It was a well-fought game by both sides. Nathan Shin was the starter for Idaho Falls. He allowed a run in the first, which came on a Cam Buford sac fly, and then in the second, a couple of RBI singles, one by Isai Santos and one by TJ McKenzie. Ballers had an early lead. Reed Butts was pitching really well. He had gone 4 shutout innings. In the 5th, he worked into a little bit of trouble, had a leadoff double, and then a single moved the runner over to third. A wild pitch brought that runner in, but he got out of the 5th. He was only trailing, the lead was still 3-1, but the Ballers would not score. They did not score after the second inning, and it would be their downfall. In the bottom of the 3rd, Reed walked the first batter. Johnny Pappas, the catcher, came up. So Aaron, wanting to go with a righty-righty matchup, came out and brought in James Collier. Nothing unpredictable about that, getting the hand in this matchup. But Collier did not have a good at-bat or a good outing. He allowed a 2-run home run to Pappas that tied the game, and then allowed a hit to Rosengard. Rosengard stole second, and then later in that inning, Spencer Rich had an RBI double to bring in the runner. And Idaho Falls led 4-3. The Ballers would not see another hit after that point. They got a couple walks in the 7th. They got another walk in the 9th. And they struck out a combined 6 more times in the final 3 frames. And on the game that day, by the way, there were, count them all up exactly, there were 15 strikeouts by Oakland. I mean, that is just not going to get the job done. And we called it out during the game. 12 left on and 15 Ks. You lose by 2. You can see where things went wrong. But it was a really good game by Idaho Falls, and Niccolo Panazzi got a 2 2/3 inning save, and he struck out 5 himself. Now, the next day, you got Noah Milliken on the mound. You've got your ace, and you're thinking pretty good thoughts about that. However, Milliken did not even survive the first. It was 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 6 runs all earned, 3 walks, and no strikeouts. RBI hits by Rosengard, Rich, Bumgart, McCaffrey, and then a big 2-run double from Banks. That was the last batter that Milliken would face. He was replaced by Del Vecchio in the first. Del Vecchio did all right, allowed a few runs in the middle innings, but the Ballers were also able to score against Connor Harrison. They actually scored 5 runs between the 2nd and 3rd inning, and we saw the bats come alive. Cobb with an RBI single, Santos an RBI double, Almanza drove in 2. But they really just were not able to keep the deficit where it was. Bogosian gave up 2 in his inning. Franzen gave up 3 in his 2 innings. Sullivan gave up an unearned run, and even Binns gave up a run as well. And they just were always behind at all points of that game. Now, we did see some good things yesterday. We saw Christian Almanza have a big game. He had 2 home runs, including a 2-run home run in the 6th. That made it a 2-run ball game. At the time, it was 11-7. had a 2-run home run to make it an 11-9 game. They got close a couple times, but they really just were not able to put it together. So after a game like that, I can tell you that the team was loose. They were still feeling good about themselves. They were, of course, upset at how their road trip went, and they didn't have some long travel days. The team arrived yesterday after taking a 12:30 flight out of Salt Lake City, arrived in SFO, and then bussed over to the field. The first trip out of Idaho to Idaho Falls, though, is a lot different. They left the field at 5 a.m. and didn't come into the hotel until 9 p.m. So they had some long travel days. They're now back home. They had a little bit of time to rest. What are we going to see today? We're going to have Luke Short on the mound. He'll be opposed by Gary Grosjean. Gary Grosjean is one of the better pitchers in the league. And one thing about this Chuckers team we did call out earlier in the week is they are very heavily represented by California. And Gary Grosjean is from Truckee. He was, I believe, a teammate of Brody Iglite at SF State. And so we'll probably see more of the same as far as we're talking about good pitching. Grosjean, I think, may have a pretty good game. I think Short might have a pretty good game. We might see a game more like what we saw in that Raptors series. So I'm going to take a break now. I'm going to head down to the field. We're going to have our special introductions coming up. So we're going to take a 2-minute break, and when you come back, you will hear the public address system and the runouts to the field, followed by the national anthem. I'm Tyler Peterson. This is the Ballers pregame show on 860 AM The Answer.
Behind home plate, Bill Shortridge. At first base, Alan Walker. At second base, Jason Benzone. And third base, Grant Myers.
All right, Ballers fam, we have the Oakland 68s in the house with us every night here at Ramondi Park, and they've made some instructional videos for you. You see the Ballers, whenever they score a run, the Oakland 68s, they sing this song.
Do you know about my city? The city of Oak.
Hey everybody, we're the Oakland 68 Strum Crew, and we are going to teach you the We Love You Oakland chant that we do after every single time the Ballers score a run. Goes like this. Oh, we love you Oakland, we do. We love you Oakland, we do. We love you Oakland, we do. Oakland, we love you Oakland, we do. We love you Oakland, we do. We love you Oakland, we do. Oakland, we love you.
All right, you heard that. That's the Oakland 68s. That's the song for when we score a run. It goes like this. We love you, Oakland. We do. We love you, Oakland. We do. We love you, Oakland. We do. Oakland, we love you. I want to hear you all do that whenever the Ballers score a run tonight, because this is the championship. that there. That's one of the rally towels, and we're going to be firing it up throughout the night with these rally towels. All right, guys. This is championship baseball. This is the playoffs. This is huge, and we are only here, and we only have home field advantage because of you in the crowd. You are the 10th man, and we're going to need you all night long. It is win or go home time for these Oakland Ballers. It is now or never at Raimondi Park right now.
Ballers fans, please welcome our Assistant General Manager and play-by-play broadcaster, Tyler Peterson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raimondi Park for the Pioneer League Championships. This is Game 3 of our Pioneer League Championship Series against the Idaho Falls Chuckers. We also would like to welcome our listening audience who is listening right now on 860 AM The Answer, and our audience on Flow watching from Oakland, from Idaho Falls, and all throughout America. It is now time to introduce the visiting Idaho Falls Chuckers, beginning with their support staff and coaches. Athletic trainer Clint Bowser. Hitting coach Gary Templeton II. And pitching coach Bob Malacki, who is in the bullpen. Now the reserves for Idaho Falls. Number 1, Steven Odorica. Number 9, Tyler Wyatt. Number 11, Chris Bowe. Number 12, Brandon Ross. Number 13, Connor Harrison. Number 15, Garrett Van Deventer. Number 21, Rob Hughes. Number 23, Julian Hernandez. Number 27, Jacob Jablonski. Number 28, Thomas McCaffrey. Number 29, Nicolo Penazzi. Number 30, Gene Reyes. Number 31, Grady Morgan. Number 33, Nathan Hemmerling. Number 34, Bennett Flynn. Number 40, Nathan Shin. Number 46, Gabe Vasquez. Number 48, Nick Puss. Number 49, Ryan Falks. Number 50, Shane Spencer. And number 51, Jake Dixon. And now the starting lineup. The Chuckers are led by manager Troy Percival. Leading off in left field, number 24, Eddie Pelk. Batting second, the center fielder, number 4, Spencer Rich. Batting third, the first baseman, number 26, Trevor Rogers. Number 4, the catcher, number 3, Johnny Pappas. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 22, Benjamin Rosengard. Batting sixth, the DH, number 20, Stephen Baumgart. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 9, Garrett Ostrander. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 7, Kirkland Banks. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 2, Anthony Mata. The starting pitcher for the Idaho Falls Chuckers is number 19, Gary Grosjean. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Idaho Falls Chuckers.
All right, Ballers fans, it's time to meet your Oakland Ballers! But before we do that, we always play a hype song by Jay Walt, the Ballers Ballad. And I have J. Walt here with me right now. You can never take a baller out the bay. Let's hear it, Jay.
Yee. Oakland, how y'all feeling? Come on, y'all. We made it to the championships, y'all. Oakland, make some noise. Come on, let's get this thing.
I want to introduce myself. My name is Jay Walt.
Can I hear some noise
We
over
hailing
on
out
this
of Oakland,
side?
California. And we doing this one for the story.
Can I hear some
They
noise
try to
over
take
here?
baseball away from us, but you know how we do. We bring it
How about
back.
this side? Let me
It's
hear
the
y'all.
Ballers.
Let's go. You can never take a ball out the bay. They gon' leave, but the bees, we gon' stay. Game time when I step up to the plate. Home run at the park, that's the play. You can never take a ball out the bay. They gon' leave, but the bees, we gon' stay. Game time when we step up to the plate. Home run at the park, that's the play. It's a new era coming straight up for the town. Money Park where the fans get loud. Drifting that green and that gold, we're proud. Really did it for the soil, let me tell you we about it. Real unity, do it for community. Blacks to the bleachers come together, do it fluently. Real time business, everything we do is yo scrappy. But we always meet the opportunity. Cause the ballers gon' get it when it's game time. Can I see your hands up one time? Hey, hey, when I say go, y'all say ballers go. Go. When I say go, y'all say Oakland go. Go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. You can never take a baller out the bay. They gon' leave, but the bees gon' stay. Game time when we step up to the plate. Home run at the park, that's the play. You can never take a baller out the bay. They gon' leave, but the bees gon' stay. Game time when we step up to the plate. Home run at the park, that's a play. Make some noise, Oakland. Big love, let's go Ballers.
It's now time to introduce your 2025 first and second half champion, Oakland Ballers. First, we have the support staff and coaches. Athletic trainer Jason Noonan. Clubhouse manager Benji Meshik. Assistant coach James Harris. Pitching coach down in the bullpen, Jim Diedrich. Bullpen catcher, Dante Peretti. And now the reserves. Number 6, TJ McKenzie. Number 7, Dylan Tatum. Number 8, Michael O'Hara. Number 10, Caleb Franzen. Number 14, Zach St. Pierre. Number 17, Reed Butts. Number 18, Dylan Del Vecchio. Number 19, Daryl Buggs. Number 21, Connor Sullivan. Number 22, Malik Benz. Number 23, Nick Leahy. Number 26, Adam Bogosian. Number 30, Noah Milliken. Number 32, James Collier. Number 33, Dylan Matsuoka. Number 35, Connor Richardson. Number 40, Brody Aglite. And number 56, Gabe Tanner. And now for your starting lineup. The Ballers are led by manager Aaron Miles. Batting leadoff and playing shortstop, number 3, Tremaine Cobb. Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Isai Santos. Batting third and playing first base, number 29, Christian Almanza. The cleanup hitter, designated hitter, number 15, Cam Buford. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 28, Lou Helmick. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 13, Jake Allgaier. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 4, Danny Harris. Batting eighth, down in the bullpen, catcher number 2, Tyler Lozano. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 11, Davis Trueck. Warming up in the bullpen, starting pitcher, number 39, Luke Short. Before we start today's game, we acknowledge that the land where the Oakland Ballers work, train, and play sits on the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ohlone in the territory of Huichin, encompassing regions throughout the greater East Bay area. We recognize that we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First Peoples. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. On this National POW MIA Recognition Day, we remember and honor the courage of American service members who are prisoners of war and those still missing in action. And presenting the American flag is military veteran Dave Chavez. It's time for the national anthem, performed by the Ballers' favorite national anthem singer, the incredibly talented Yesenia Martinez.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-glare, the bombs are bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The flyover to complete it. We are ready for baseball here in Oakland. You've been given the starting lineups. You have heard the national anthem. You've seen the colors on the field, and the flyover has commenced. It is also National MIA and POW Remembrance Day as well. The missing in action prisoner of war flag out with the colors of America as well before we start this game. We are very glad to have you here at Raimondi Park as we get set. The Ballers will head back into the dugout before they run out to their positions. This is championship baseball in Oakland, and they need to be ready to play today. The umpires for today's game. See if I can get those for you momentarily. Bill Shortridge behind home plate. Alan Walker is at first. Jason Venzone is at second. And Grant Myers at third. We hope you enjoyed our broadcasts from Idaho Falls. It is the last time that we will travel anywhere in Pioneer League this year. It'll all happen here. One of these two teams will raise a trophy on this field. We'll see who that is. Idaho Falls with a commanding 2-0 lead, which means every game for the rest of the year for the Oakland Ballers is an elimination game. Those are some high stakes. Here they come to the field. Luke Short runs his team out to the field. Oakland in the home cream uniforms. Luke Short this year. 7-1, a 3.58 ERA, 15 appearances and 14 starts. 65 and a third innings, 79 strikeouts to 23 walks. Batters are hitting .243 against him. He will face an Idaho Falls lineup wearing a black top uniforms with the numbers 208 across the chest, which is the area code for Idaho Falls. I do believe it might even be the area code for all of Idaho. Pelk, Rich, and Rogers, the first three to face Short. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a celebrity third inning today. We will hopefully I say, as a Ballers employee, maybe for you Ballers fans out there, hopefully a little bit of redemption here at home after what we saw. Again, the finals in Idaho Falls, if you weren't able to join us for those two games. 5-3 Chuckers on game one. It was 15-10 Chuckers in game two. In steps Pelk, and we are nearly ready to go. Luke Short waits for one of the bullpen men from Idaho Falls to walk off the field. Now he is ready. Shorty gets the sign from Tilo. He's into his windup, and the first pitch to Pelk is a fastball right down the middle of the plate for strike one. Pelk showed bunt, but pulled it back and made Allgaier at third charge in. First pitch at 6:37 p.m. The next pitch is high and in, 1-1. Helmick in left, Druick in center, Santos in right. Allgaier at third, Cobb at short, Harris at second, Almanza at first with Lozano behind the plate. Short from the windup, the 1-1 pitch is a big breaking ball. That's in for strike two, and you could see Pelk sort of shun away from it as if it was going to hit him. That breaking ball at 75. Pelk took his timeout. Now he's back into the box. Shorty on the 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away. Went back to the big breaking ball, and this time Pelk hung in there on it and sent it off the catcher Lozano. We are expecting a sellout tonight. The 1-2 on its way. Breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. There are reservations in place if you want to reserve your tickets for games 4 or 5. It requires a Ballers win tonight. But if you want to hop on those tickets early in that event, if you believe, then you are welcome to do so. The 2-2 on its way to Pelk. He swings and fouls it back. Fastball at 90 from Short, and it'll stay 2-2. Eddie Pelk has led off both of the previous games. He had a three-hit game on Wednesday, the last game these two played. The 2-2 from Short. Pelk sends this one to center field. Fairly deep. It'll push Druick back to the track. He is at the track. He leaps, and that ball is caught by Druick. And he might have just robbed a home run. He went slowly back on that baseball. He leapt at the wall, and it was a little bit tough to see, but Druick timed his leap and just did make that catch. One out. We begin with a bang. 363 feet to left center field for out one. Spencer Rich takes too high. Now a swing and a miss at the Shorty changeup. It's 1-1. Well, it would have either been an amazing start for Idaho Falls or it's a really good start for Oakland. Now Rich pops one up. Almanza behind first, a step into foul territory, reaches up the glove as he drifts back and makes the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up Trevor Rogers. Remember, a lot of California guys, just a handful of guys not from California on this team. Rogers is from Los Altos. He played at SF State, as did Grosjean. No score, top of the first here in Oakland. Shorty from the windup. The first pitch to Rogers is swung on and fouled back. 90 up and in. Rogers yesterday had a 2-run home run. He scored 3 times after getting on base, also via a walk and hit by pitch. Takes a fastball too high that time. It's 1-1. From the windup, short throws. The breaking ball catches the inside corner. It's 1-2. The big Uncle Charlie. And now Rogers takes time. Again, your umpires are Shortridge behind home, Walker at first, Benzon at second, and Myers at third. Our same crew from last week. The 1-2 pitch, Rogers swings and just gets a piece of it, fouls it over the glove of Tilo. And a fastball that was pretty center cut for Rogers. This big crowd into the game early. They've got their yellow rally towels. The 1-2 on its way. Rogers swings and misses. Tilo applies the tag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Luke Short. And championship baseball in Oakland has a 1-2-3 first inning. The fans are into it early. We head to the bottom of the first. No score on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM, The Answer. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's the bottom of the first. The Chuckers will throw their top starter, Gary Grosjean, to try to win the championship. 11-6 this year, a 5.45 ERA, 17 starts. He also has 2 saves, by the way. 112 in a third innings, 102 strikeouts, only 38 walks. Batters hit .293 against him. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the first after a 1-2-3 inning by Luke Short. We'll see Cobb, Santos, and Almanza against the righty Grosjean. Pelk in left, Rich in center, Ostrander in right. That's the Idaho Falls outfield. Rosengard at third, Mata at short, Banks at second, Rogers at first. That's the Idaho Falls infield, and the Chuckers battery is Pappas behind the plate and Grosjean on the mound. Grosjean will come set. He may work solely from the stretch. He kicks and fires, and the first pitch is a fastball, 93 on the outside for strike one. It's an interesting kicking motion, Gary Grosjean. He sort of puts the tootsie out there 1 or 2 times before he comes through. The 0-1. That's a fastball off the plate at 93, 1-1. Cobb got a couple hits in Idaho Falls, including a run-scoring hit. The 1-1 slider is in the dirt. Yesterday, he took a 1 for 5 with an RBI single. Doubled. He was the first batter of the championship series. He doubled and scored in the first inning of game 1. Here he's ahead 2-1. The pitch. Cobb looks at a fastball in the dirt. It's 3-1. The ball 4 chance start early here in the first inning. Grosjean to the dish. It is a strike on the inside. 3-2, 92 miles an hour. Cobb is taking a few steps down to first. So he'll face a payoff pitch against Grosjean. The 3-2 on its way. Grosjean fires, and it swung on and tapped off of the catcher. Foul. That was 94 off the plate, and Cobb had to cover it. Now another payoff. Grosjean, 3-2. Cobb takes high. It's ball 4. Leadoff man is on for Oakland. Quite a few of these chuckers were here last year in Oakland. In fact, most of Troy Percival's team is made up of returners from a squad that he started to put together in the second half of 2024, and it's led him to great success. Here is Santos. He had a really good series, one of the best of anyone. First pitch is a ground ball toward the shortstop. This could be 2. Mata to Banks. The throw to first is in time. 6-4-3. And a first pitch double play. Exactly what Grosjean was looking for. 2 outs in the first. Here's Almanza, who broke a streak of 10 days of any baller not hitting a home run. It wasn't until Tatum's back on the 7th of September that we saw home runs. Almanza had 2 on Wednesday. The first pitch to Almanza, he swings and hits that out of play. 95 from Gary Grosjean. He is feeling it early. 0-1 to Almanza. The Ballers leader in home runs with 31 and RBI with 105. Grosjean comes set. He kicks and fires, and Almanza sends one over the first baseman's head. It's into right field. That's a base hit. Got 95 at the top of the zone, and Almanza pulled it. And that'll give Cam Buford an at-bat here in the first. Buford, the DH, led the team in hitting in the regular season. Sac fly in game 1. RBI single in game 2. First pitch is way outside on the slider. No score, runner at first with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. We welcome all of those tuned in, whether you're local or in eastern Idaho. Check on Almanza, he's back to the bag. A special hello to those watching in eastern Idaho. It's nice to be with you again. I worked with John Balgini in 2020 and 2021. 1-0 pitch is off the plate. 2-0. Buford has seen 2 sliders off the plate. Maybe Grosjean shows him the 95 here. Pitch on its way. Buford fouls it off his foot. It was 93, and he got a pitch that was down and in, but definitely in the zone. And just sent it off of his foot. Grosjean comes set. Almanza a short lead at first. The kick and the pitch to Buford is swung on and missed. That time it was 93 at the top of the zone, and Grosjean got a swing through. See a 2-2 now to Buford. Here it comes. He takes strike 3, called on the outside corner, and it is a confirmed strike. So it will be a strike 3 looking to Buford, and the Ballers waste their first challenge in the first inning. We'll take a break and we'll come back on 860 AM. The Answer. We head to the second inning, no score. Top of the second inning, Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. We are scoreless. By the way, the flyover before today's game was the Memorial Squadron. I think we saw a squad of 5 planes and the white contrails to celebrate the Ballers in the championship before today's game. Here is Johnny Pappas. Pappas hit a long home run, which tied the game in Game 1 off of James Collier. He is today's catcher. The first pitch to him is a fastball high for ball 1. Pappas this year, 371, 13 bombs, 65 driven in. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Fastball above the zone that time, 1-1. Well, Luke Short traveled with the team. He sat and watched 2 games, and now he's on the mound. Maybe with an idea about what to do with some of these hitters. The next pitch, a big curveball, fouled back onto the concourse. It's now 1-2. And we will announce close to 4,000 tonight if it is not actually a full sellout. The 1-2 on its way. Pappas takes in the dirt. That was the changeup from Shorty. Nice night here at Raimondi. A first pitch temperature of, this pitch is down low, of 67 degrees. We'll see a 3-2 pitch to Johnny Pappas. A 1-2-3 inning for Short in the top of inning 1. And now a payoff to Pappas. It's swung on. It hits a right center field. In is Santos. He'll get there and make the catch for out number 1. This is an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't want to say fairly center cut from Shorty, although he tried to target the low inside corner. It's an F9, and that'll bring up Benjamin Rosengard. A very tough man to get out, Benjamin Rosengard. Had 2 hits, 2 RBI, a run and a walk in Game 2, and in Game 1, he had 2 hits, a run and a walk. First pitch fastball is low. Rosengard for the year, ready for this, Booney? Hit .463 in 229 at-bats. Next pitch to Rosengard is a breaking ball off the plates. You mix in 52 walks or hit by pitches, a combination of, and you've got a guy with close to 300 plate appearances. Rosengard to center, well hit. Druick is over, and he will catch the line drive for out number 2. .88 coming in, 96 coming out, and Druick able to squeeze that one and put it away. That'll bring up Simon Baumgart, the teammate of Lou Helmick on Team Germany. Baumgart, tonight's DH. First pitch, fastball. It's challenged by Tilo. It looked up and in. That is a strike. It's overturned to a strike.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the call is overturned to a strike.
So Tilo knew where it was. And even though I will say, not maybe the greatest time for a challenge, maybe just trying to set his strike zone against Bill Shortridge's. If he gets that wrong, then I will say they'd be down to their last challenge. He did not. It's 0-1. Short fires, and that pitch is just off the plate on the outside this time. And now a 1-1 to Baumgart. Pitch in the dirt. Bases are empty, 2 away here in the top of the second. No score. Championship game 3. It is a must win for Oakland, or they are done. Shorty from the windup takes a deep breath. His 2-1 pitch is high and away, now 3-1. Baumgart in the regular season, 361, 19 home runs, 77 RBI, and 24 doubles. The 3-1 off the plate, not close. It's ball 4. It's a 2-out walk and the first base runner for Idaho Falls. We'll see Garrett Ostrander now back in the lineup in right field. Ostrander, we're going to talk about a lot of these guys in the high 300s. They hit 350 as a team. They're the best hitting team in the league. So no wonder they're here. 371 for Ostrander, 9 home runs, 51 driven in, 22 doubles. First pitch is swung on, hit to center field. Druick will come in. Druick is there. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left on base, and we head to the bottom of the second. No score on 860 AM. The Answer. Bottom of the seconds. No score on 860 AM. The Answer. We are happy to have you back here at Raimondi Park. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's a busy night. And we're missing Nevada, especially today, because I have to both score the game and also monitor TrackMan. We're down a few folks. That's what happens when you're in the playoffs sometimes, the championships. We'll see Helmick, Allgaier, and Harris against Gary Grosjean, who had a pretty nice first inning. He did allow a walk and a hit, but he got double play and a strikeout. Lou doubled in his last game down the left field line, but otherwise been relatively quiet as of late. First pitch to Lou is swung on and missed. Changeup on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Helmick, the team's third best hitter in 2025, batted .326. The 0-1, Helmick looks at a strike at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. Raised the hand up halfway to the helmet, but did not challenge. Just did some light complaining. It's an 0-2. The pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Went 94 above the hands, and Helmick got the bat to it. Fouled it away. We have a good contingent of Idaho Falls fans here, both those who are fans and those who are family. Again, a lot of Californians on this Idaho Falls team. The next pitch, change up down low. It's 1-2. And again, from the Bay Area, we see Mill Valley, we see Granite Bay, we see Palo Alto, we see Pleasanton. 1-2. Pitch to Helmick is slowly hit towards short. Charging is Mata. Helmick will run to first. The throw is in time. Nice play from Anthony Mata, who is getting his first time in the field in these championships. Today it's Rosengard over at third. Baumgart the DH. Allgaier got a start in game 2. The difference has been if there's been a lefty on the mound, they're going with Helmick, who's been much more hard hitting. They're gonna make Grosjean throw that ball away, and he'll get a new one. 1 out. Bases are empty. We're scoreless in the bottom of the second. Allgaier swings, line drive, base hit to center field. Got 94 at the top of the zone, did not miss it. Sent it the other way. It's a 1-out single for Jake Allgaier. Danny Harris somewhat hidden down at the 7 spot today in the lineup. Ballers have their second hit, their third base runner. First pitch to Danny. He swings and misses. Breaking ball below the zone. It's 0-1. We saw some, not just some great pitching, but some great pitches in the first 2 games. We saw the curveball from Niccolo Panazzi, which no one could hit. We saw what I'm guessing is a splitter from Bennett Flynn, which again, no one could hit. The 0-1, it's way off the plate, 92. No score. Man at first is Allgaier. 1 away with Harris at the dish. Danny's second on the team and hits in the regular season. The 1-1, he swings, it's a ground ball to Banks. It takes a funny hop, he stays with it. The throw to first from Mata is in time. It's an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play, and now Grosjean has 2 double plays in 2 innings. So we head to the third. We are scoreless on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here in the top of inning 3. No score in our ball game. We'll see Banks, Mata, and Pelk, 8-9-1 for Idaho Falls. We are awaiting on our celebrity third inning celebrity. And I believe he's just arrived. Here is Kirkland Banks. Thank you, Vince, for that music. And that music will play in our celebrity here in our celebrity third inning. Luke Short will take the mound to face off against Kirkland Banks. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. The next pitch from Short is foul back, 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the great pleasure. Joined now is businessman, entrepreneur, Shark on Shark Tank, and brand ambassador for Red Pocket Mobile, Damon John. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm enjoying it out here.
Next pitch is fouled back. We we're so glad to have you, and of course the great sponsorship between Red Pocket and the Pioneer League. We will get to that in a moment, but I like to ask everyone who comes in here in the booth on our Celebrity Third. I've seen you sport the Yankees hat before. I've seen you sporting it today. Your relationship with baseball growing up in New York, always a Yankees fan?
No, I was actually a Mets fan. I grew up, in Queens. I was a Mets fan for many, many years. And then I became a Yankees fan probably around 1992. Really, I started wearing the hat more, and then I actually started loving the Yankees, and that's it. And I've been to every Subway Series, and, since I've been around, and I have such an amazing love for baseball.
So a lot of games, I imagine, bleachers at Shea Stadium, something like that?
More like picking up garbage outside of Shea Stadium for the Parks Department as a kid growing up until I can afford it. That's really what it was. But more watching it on TV, too.
Gotcha. Strike three to Kirkland Banks. David, you've had, of course, so many successful businesses, and you're obviously very well known for your clothing brand, FUBU, For Us, By Us. I wanted to ask you, of all the things that you've accomplished with that brand, is having it be culturally recognized in the Smithsonian give you the most pride of anything about that brand?
I think so. I think one of the biggest prides I have about it is when I created the brand, people of all colors would say to me, "Hey, I never thought that I can actually make what I buy," it's globally recognized as everybody's brand, everybody's product is really a FUBU. They're making something that they really love, or a service, or a provider, or politics. It's FUBU. This is me, and I think we were able to have the first hashtag in clothing in a brand, right?
We're playing in the top of inning 3, no score on 860 AM The Answer. One away with Anthony Mott at the plate. We're speaking with our celebrity on our Celebrity Third Inning. It's David John, businessman, entrepreneur, and brand ambassador for Red Pocket Mobile. Shorty, a couple shakeoffs. And now we have time at the plate. How long have you been associated with Red Pocket Mobile? I know you're doing the tour with them this year.
It's been about 2 years. I've been a fan of the product and the brand and the CEO and what they've been doing, for the customer. Again, it reminds me of the great FUBU, right?
Yep.
I've been with them for about 2 years, but now officially, going on my second term with them. Loving it, loving how they're part of the community. And I've been loving what they're doing.
It's strike three to Mata, and that'll bring up Pelk with 2 outs. And with a brand like that you put your face to, your name to, I've heard you say before that you both have to love sort of the company and the people that run it. So for you, it's a good combination altogether.
It's a great combination. I felt that they are kind of like hacking the system. They're giving people the ability to go within different carriers, not raising the price. I think we all felt like kind of used and abused by some of these big carriers when we're going, what's going on? I'm spending so much money. So again, and then they're out here in the community right now, like we are, and getting to, kiss babies, touch hands, and be inspired. So it's a true, again, I hate to say it, For Us, By Us, right?
We've got a little ballpark here. We want to welcome to our little ballpark in West Oakland as part of the community. It's funny to think of baseball as a startup or an entity like that, of going out trying to find investors, trying to pitch it to folks, trying to see if it'll work. The Ballers made a play in their own community with fan investments. They put a lot of money into this community. This ball hits a left field. That will get down. It'll be a single for Spencer Rich, and now the ball gets away from Davis Druick, and they are going to send him home. The throw home to Lozano, and he's out.
He's out of here.
I don't want you to leave just yet. I'll bring you through the break, but I wanted to ask you this. You see a lot of investments come and go, very publicly as well on Shark Tank. What is it about certain investments that you like where they're community focused? Now, I don't know if a baseball team is something you would ever invest in, but of course the community aspect of that is very special, as you can see here.
Well, it depends on what you're talking about. There's all communities, and anything that you create, you're selling to a community. But community where families and people can get together and they can put all their differences aside and enjoy a day that maybe sometimes they don't even remember what happened in the game. You know, I always was a fan of sports, but I remember talking to Cuban one time, and he said to me, Mark Cuban, he's like, you know, I've been to a million baseball, football, basketball games. I don't even remember half the game, but I remember hugging the stranger. And I remember celebrating a moment that I'll never get that back because I celebrated that moment. It was a very special time in my life. And I think community is everything. At the end of the day, we work so hard to be around our kids, be around our communities. And when you see teams like this that are coming out, that they're you know, they're kind of like ambassadors for the children, to see mentors and see family all getting together. It is absolutely amazing. And I think this is a really great opportunity of what you're doing out here in Oakland. And to all the teams that bring families together.
One more thing before you go. I don't know how much time you spend in the Bay Area with family, friends, or business, but are you enjoying your time here?
I always enjoy my time here. This is probably about the 15th time that I've been to the Bay Area and Oakland itself. I love it. Great startup, great people, great culture. I just love it.
Well, I thank you so much for stopping by. That's Damon John, our celebrity, on our celebrity third inning. We're going to keep it here for the bottom of inning 3, but I will say I understand you have to go, so I thank you for stopping by.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, thank you so much. No score after the Ballers throw out the man at the plate and out, which goes 7-8-2. Thank you. Here is Lozano. First pitch, Lozano, line drive, right field, that's a base hit. Over in the alley to cut it off. No, it gets by the right fielder. Lozano wants 2, and he's got 2. Another early swing against Grosjean. And it's a leadoff double for Tilo. And I'm going to check with Booney. Because an out was made on that previous play, it's a single and no error. Correct, okay. So now I am caught up. I certainly wanted to continue as much as we could the interview with Damon John before we had to let him go. So some light catch-up on my part. Here is Davis Druick. Runner at second. No outs. The first pitch is taken off the plates. I think one thing that must be said, they certainly have to play their game, Oakland, which involves good pitching and good defense, but they are going to have to hit their way into victory. It's to Druick. He swings and fouls it out of play. 94 from Grosjean on the outer half. The hit from Lozano is the third for Oakland. They have a hit in each inning. One. Fastball is inside, 2-1. Druick had a big start to the year. Came back to earth a little bit, finished an extremely respectable 291, 19 home runs and 68 RBI. And now Grosjean will step off. That's his first disengagement of this at bat. No score, top of the third. Pitch to Druick is swung on and fouled away. 95 from Gary Grosjean. Lozano will lead from second. Mata's going to do everything to hold him close, but I don't think he's going anywhere. It's put a huge hole on the left side for Druick to shoot at, though. The 2-2 pitch, he will swing and miss. 95 on the inner half, and Grosjean has his second K.
Back to the top of the order, the shortstop, number 3,
Here's Tremaine Cobb. Cobb in his first at-bat watched a few sliders go by before he got the fastball from Grosjean. He eventually drew a walk. Grosjean comes set, looks at second. Now kicks and fires to the plate, and Cobb swings and hits it out of play. Well, they're being aggressive early right now, Oakland. I think they know the pressure of the situation that they are in. You can say either that they've put themselves in or that the Chuckers have put them in. Grosjean comes set, 9 on the clock left. Staring at Lozano at second, now comes home, and Cobb takes a fastball at the bottom of the zone. It's 0-2. Cobb, if you can't get the man in, you try to get the man over. It's an 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Slider hit down the line toward the corner. Foul. It was one that certainly had a chance. It probably fell about 10 feet wide, but it did have a chance. And we'll do the 0-2 again. Cobb a hit in each game of the series so far. It would be huge to get his first of tonight right here. Grosjean looks at Lozano. He turns, he kicks, he fires, and it's over the head of Cobb. Going to third is Lozano. It's a very wild pitch. And the Ballers have their potential first run 90 feet away. The infield comes in for Troy Percival and the Chuckers. It's a 1-2. Grosjean fires. It is off the plates. It's a stab from Pappas. Just held onto that fastball too much. Now 2-2. Big hole up the middle for Cobb. They're pinched toward both bases on the infield, on the corners. 2-2, line drive, base hit. 1-0 Oakland. Cobb shoots one through the right side. And first blood drawn by the Ballers. Those rally towels are going here in Raimondi. It is a fun sight to see here in Oakland. Santos now bats. 1-0 Oakland after the RBI single by Cobb. Grosjean set. The pitch, east side, takes sign away. Well, for two teams that put up 25 runs in game 2 of this series, it's just 1 run through 3 right now. There goes Cobb. Eastside swings, hits one deep to right field. Back is the right fielder, and it's off the wall. They're going to send Cobb home. The throw is cut off. Banks will relay it home, and he is safe at the plate. Eastside Santos, a 356-foot RBI double, and it's 2-0 Oakland. He got all of that baseball, was 92 down and in. And Cobb running on the pitch. Beat the throw by about, let's say, 3 feet. So if he is not running, he is not scoring. Bob Malachy, the pitching coach, the one-time Baltimore Orioles right-hander who threw part of a no-hitter against the A's, comes out and has a chat with not just his starting battery, but the whole of the infield. It'll be Christian Almanza with 1 out and a runner at second. If there's one thing that Oakland has on its side in this matchup right now, it is their fans. I will also say, if for any reason the Chuckers do not win tonight, they may not wear these black jerseys the rest of the series. A long way to go before we talk about that, though. Santos at second. We're playing in the bottom of inning 3. First pitch to Almanza, a half swing. Does he go No, says Grant Myers over at third. Ooh. To the 50-50 zone there. Grosjean comes set. And the pitch is in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher. It's another wild pitch. Will the infield come in on Almanza? The infield will not come in on Almanza. A ground ball will score a run. The 2-0, Almanza swings and misses. Next pitch, fouled back. Nothing Oakland. Here in the third, runner at third, a 2-2 count. The 2-2, Almanza swings, sends one to left center field, high and deep, and gone! His third home run in 2 games, and it's 4-0 Oakland. This inning ties Oakland's highest scorest inning of these playoffs, which came in their last game in the third. Now Buford. First pitch, fastball, high and outside. 4-0 Oakland. A double, a single, a double, and a home run in this inning alone. Buford swings and misses at the slider, now 1-1. Grosjean throws, and that's down low. This is a little bit of a punch in the jaw, and Idaho Falls has responded well to those this year. Buford takes a fastball at the knees. It's 2-2. There will be a rebuttal from Idaho Falls. The only advice I would give is do not stop scoring against this team. The 2-2, Buford swings and misses. It's the second strikeout for Buford, the third for Grosjean. That'll bring up Lou Helmick, 2 outs. Lou, no batting gloves this time. First pitch to Lou is swung on and fouled away. Grounded out to short in his first at bat of the second. Base is empty here in the third. 0-1. Grosjean fires and Lou swings and misses. So there's a slight difference in wind-up to stretch for Grosjean, although it does not involve any extra steps, which is an interesting distinction to make between your stretch and your wind-up. It's just the way he brings the leg up. That's the only difference. Next pitch is a slider outside. That one didn't have a chance. It's 1-2. A 4-hit, 4-run inning. Grosjean set. And the pitch. Lou swings and misses, chases wildly, and the inning is over. It's a 4th strikeout for Grosjean. RBI hits by Cobb, Santos, and Almanza. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, no one left on base, and 4-0 after this 3rd inning on 860 AM, The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here in the top of inning 4. Your line score through 3. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Idaho Falls Chuckers. And for the Oakland Ballers, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Luke Short will face Rogers, Pappas, and Rosengard here in the 4th. So the Ballers scored 4. I will say this about Idaho Falls. They were very good at preventing shutdown innings last time. As soon as the Ballers tried to score, they scored again. First pitch to Rogers is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. Albeit that was part of a Ballers comeback, so they were the ones who were needing to score. The 1-0 pitch is just low, 2-0. No challenge from Tilo. Knew where that was. Just barely beneath the zone. A 2-0 to Rogers. The pitch on its way is swung on and fouled away. 87 that time from Luke Short. He sort of leans over the plate, a little bit of a stance like Matt Olson. A 2-1 down low. Booney, would you say Matt Olson? Yeah. Rogers, the top slugger on the team. 28 home runs, 37 doubles, and 104 driven in. The 3-1, Rogers will swing and line 1 foul. Got a fastball inside and pulled that pitch and might have broken the bat. He's going over to trade 1 out. So Short will feel good about picking up a strike, and he'll feel pretty good about breaking a bat. And I think just the smallest of splinters around the home plate area. And the bat kid will come out to grab those. 4-0. Ballers lead here in the top of the 4th. Nobody out. Leadoff man Rogers struck out swinging against Short in his first at bat. He's taking his time to get back in. Steps in with the left and then the right, and now we're ready. Lefty-lefty matchup. Short, ready. Kicks and fires. The big breaking ball is strike 3, called on the outside. And Short has now struck out 4 in the game. So a strikeout looking. It's the 2nd strikeout looking for Luke Short today, and that'll bring up Johnny Pappas. Pappas flied out to the right fielder, Isai Santos, in his first at bat, and the first pitch is backing off of the mask of Tyler Lozano. And no one has greater empathy than the man who just swung at that pitch, Pappas, who is a catcher himself. So a friendly exchange there. It's 0-1. Short to the dish, and the fastball, or the changeup rather, down low, 1-1. 4-0 Oakland. Bases are empty here in the top of the fourth. One away with the catcher Pappas at the dish. Pappas and Rosengard on deck sent a couple of deep fly balls in their first at bat, but both tracked down. The pitch on its way is down and in, 2-1. I will say, lights have pretty much taken full effect here now at Raimondi Park. It's 7:30. We're just under an hour in from first pitch. Shorts, 2-1 on its way. Pappas takes high, 3-1. Next one from Shorty is popped up by Pappas. That's out of play and onto the concession stand area, onto the concourse. It'll be another 3-2. Pitch on its way, breaking ball, strike 3 called on the inside. Another Uncle Charlie from Luke Shorts. 5 Ks, and boy is that thing dazzling today. That'll bring up Rosengard. That's 4 strikeouts to the last 6 hitters. Short to the dish. Rosengard takes a fastball for a strike on the inside. The 0-1 now from Short. Swung on, fouled away, and so 2. 56 pitches for Shorty. If you're under 60 through 4, you're in a pretty good spot. It's an 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's down low. Not the big breaking ball, but an off-speed pitch. Now 1-2 to Rosengard. Here it comes. It's a ground ball hit up the middle. Harris will take it. He'll shuffle it in his hands and then throw it on to first. It's in time. Rosengard is out. It's a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth, and we move on to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-0 Ballers on 860 AM The Answer. Four 4-0 Oakland here in the bottom of the fourth. Tyler Peterson with you. It's great to have you here on 860 AM The Answer. We'll see Allgaier, then Harris and Lozano. Taking on Gary Grosjean, who, to say, pitched terribly, but he has been hit. Ballers tagged him for 4 hits. Allgaier was one of the guys that tagged him for a hit, although it was in the second inning. First pitch to Allgaier's off the plate. 1-0 to Allgaier. Swung on, tapped at the plate, and just fouled. Well, the Ballers are down 2 games in this series. And the historic year they had 73-23 may not ever get topped, but it's not going to mean a whole lot if they can't see this championship through. And to do that, they would need to win the next 3 games. Grosjean to the dish. The 1-1 is swung on, hit down the line. It's slicing away foul. Now, the other thing you could think about is a expansion franchise in its first 2 years making the playoffs, and then making the playoffs again, and then advancing to the championship. So if you want to look at last year's success, the Ballers just making the playoffs as a second half champ, losing in the first round, not something they wanted to do, as Allgaier looks at a fastball off the plate. But I think that was the minimum, right? First year team in Oakland, a town that has pretty high standards, major league standards. You wanted to at least make the playoffs. You did. And now in year 2, a year under your belt, you want to at least make a championship, which they have done. 2-2 is low. That's a pretty close pitch. I think Grosjean wanted to challenge, but his catcher told him not to. It's a payoff to 3-2. And of course now you have an opportunity to get the job done, but you got to win 3 games in a row. The 3-2 on its way. Allgaier takes a pitch off the dish. It's ball 4. They just do squeeze by the Ogden Raptors. It took them until the 3rd game. They had the upper hand, they lost it, and then about as intense a game you can have, a 1-0 game that was scoreless until the bottom of the 7th. And now, trailing 2-0 in this series, we're really going to see what they're made of this year. There goes Allgaier. It's a swing and a miss. The throw down is going to bounce past Banks, and they're going to call him out. They're going to say Harris got in the way of the batter, and they're going to call him out. So batter's interference. Harris is out, and Allgaier goes back to first. Lozano will come up to the plate. That is the first non-break for the Ballers, or I'll say the first break for Idaho Falls. I think Danny did his best to get out of the way. I don't know if he did. I'd have to watch the replay. The first pitch, it's a called strike. Does that go as a 2 unassisted at home plate, Booney? Okay. Tilo doubled to right center in his first at bat. Grosjean to the dish. It swung on and fouled back, 92 miles an hour. Well, batter's interference, not something you see very often, but called here. Grosjean at 61 pitches, which count is not very high. The 0-2. Grosjean to the dish, and Tilo hits one up the middle. Off the glove of Grosjean, who hits it to Mata, and it's an infield single. Grosjean just put a little bit of spin on that ball. It was almost like it went off a lace. And Mata, who actually got helped by the bounce, just could not contain it. So 2 men on now for Davis Druick. So the chat is over between pitcher and catcher. The inning has gone Allgaier walk, Danny out on interference, and Lozano single. 4-0 Ballers in the 4th. Don't stop scoring against the Chuckers. They've not scored less than 5 in this series so far. Druick struck out in his last at bat. Grosjean kicks and fires. Druick swings and misses. Change up beneath the zone. It's 0-1. As many games as we have left in this championship will occur right here. Tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. All will be at 6:35. All in any. The 0-1, Druick swings, ground ball to second. Banks charges. This will be a tough turn to flip to second for one. The return throw is not in time. They were playing deep on the infield. It will be the second out of the inning. Lozano is out 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Druick reaches. Here's Tremaine Cobb. What do you like more here? Do you try and send Druick from first? Do you try to see if Cobb can get you another RBI hit? Allgaier at third, Druick at first. Grosjean set. The first pitch to Cobb is a fastball in at 91. James Harris quickly runs over to Davis Druick, grabs him behind the waist and tells him, look at Aaron. 1-0. Grosjean to the dish. Cobb toward right field. In is the right fielder. He'll play it on a hop. RBI hit for Tremaine Cobb. Here comes Allgaier to score. Druick to second. 5-0 Oakland. Now Santos. Santos, a deep RBI double. First pitch in the dirt. Deep RBI double and a double play brought in a run. Two RBI for Cobb in this game. Pitch to Santos is in the dirt, 2-0. Well, they've got one RBI with 2 out. They put up a run here in inning 4 to make it a 5-0 game. Set on the mound is Grosjean. 2-0 to Santos. He will swing and hit it out of play. He was ready for the fastball at 91. One of the more interesting things that was brought up earlier today, this is the first time that Idaho Falls will play with a red seam baseball all year. Ballers have had red seam baseballs after the blue seam ones we ran out of. Ordered them from Rawlings, as did Boise, as did Glacier, as did Ogden. 2-1 pitch is a high drive to center field. Well hit. Back is Rich. He's at the track. He leaps and he drops it. He dropped the baseball. 1 run scores. Here's the second home. 7-0. It's going to go as an E8. And I do believe that's the second time that Rich has dropped a baseball in this series. I believe it was him. He had to go a long way, but he got there, and that's an E8. That's a straight E8. 7-0. Here's Almanza. Almanza, line drive foul. A little bit of help now from Idaho Falls as far as giving away runs. Boy, Eastside Santos has been just hitting the cover off the ball in this series. Pitch off the plate to Almanza. Almanza homered in his last at-bat. It was a 2-run home run. Next pitch, off the plate. It's Santos at second. It's 3 runs in, all after 2 outs. Any more runs come in here, they'll be unearned for Grosjean. And now Almanza gets 4 fingers. It'll be an intentional walk, and that'll at least put a, with the open base at first, put a force at any base here. Now Cam Buford. $7-0 Oakland here in game 3. Grosjean to the dish, and Buford swings and misses. Well, I know Grosjean has been used as a reliever in this season. If he gets to about 100 pitches, maybe he'd be available out of the pen in a potential game 5. You don't want to think that far ahead as Buford takes a strike. It's a quick 0-2. For Idaho Falls, they're still in this game. They scored 15 runs in their last one. Noah Milliken would be available for a game 5 if there was one. Gabe Tanner is just hoping he gets to pitch tomorrow. 0-2. Buford off the hands toward left. The left fielder has it on a slide, and that's the end of the inning. 3 runs on 2 hits, an error, and 2 men left on base. We head to the top of the 5th, 7-0 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. Great, so I'm glad I got the settings right. Well, I had to plug everything back in and try to remember what we had it at. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM, The Answer. I'm Tyler Peterson. It's the top of inning 5. It's 7-0 Oakland. And if they were going to have a shot at trying to come back in the series, they needed to have a game like this. Something not necessarily to boost the confidence, but maybe to put a thought in the back of the mind of Idaho Falls that this series is not over. Here's Baumgart. Ostrander banks behind him here in the 5th. Special hello to all of the Idaho Falls Chuckers staff and families watching, as well as host families. First pitch to Baumgart is a fastball outside. You're probably listening to Ben on, is it KSPZ 980, the Sports Zone? Do I still remember? It's a 1-0 pitch. Line drive, base hit to center field. 3rd hit for Idaho Falls. Baumgart, the DH, leads off the 5th with a base hit. He's been on base 2 times now with a walk and a base hit. Ostrander, the right fielder, flied out to center to end the 2nd inning. We've only seen 1 out as a ground ball. Everything else has been in the air. And you can get away with that here in Oakland. First pitch is swung on and fouled back by Ostrander. If you send a ball up into the air, it will die. Now, I say that, and the Ballers have 2 doubles and a home run. Got 1 on its way. Fastball, or rather a changeup on the inside corner. It's strike 2, 0-2. Idaho Falls has not yet used a challenge. Ballers have 1 correct and 1 incorrect. Short, looks at first. Now kicks and fires to the plate. The big breaking ball is high and away. That one did not have the snap. Might have just left the fingers a little early. Short now set again at the chest. The almost quick pitch to the plate is fouled away by Ostrander. It was an abbreviated step. He came set, waited a beat, and then didn't do the full kick. Would not call it a slide step either. Sort of a half kick from Short. The pitch is hit to Monza. No, it's past him into right field. Waiting back was Ostrander on the breaking ball, and he was able to shoot it through the right side. Back-to-back singles here for Idaho Falls in the 5th. That'll bring up Kirkland Banks, a man who knows how to hurt Oakland. Did it as a high wheeler for 2 seasons. Had a big double off Milliken in game 2. Would they give up the out of Banks here to move over the 2 runners? I don't think. It's only the 5th, but I don't think there's a ton of outs you want to just give up at this point. It will be a bunt. It's bunted well, foul. At first, it looked like it was going up the first baseline, but it was in the air, foul. It was an early show by Banks. He had plenty of time. Almanza was crashing in pretty hard. 7-0 Oakland in the top of the 5th. No outs, 2 runners on for Idaho Falls. Short comes set. Will we see the bunt again? Yes, we will. Here it is. It's bunted to Almanza, who will almost slip. His throw to first is all the way down the right field line. He was totally off balance. Now Santos will throw it in. This is a run. That is an absolute disaster. The sacrifice for Banks. He reaches on the E3. A run is in. Well, it's a run for the Chuckers. Baumgart comes in, and those are the things you just cannot be doing at this point. It's 2nd and 3rd for the Chuckers now, with Mata at the dish, no outs. The first pitch to Mata, swung on, hit to right field. That is a base hit. 1 run scores. They're sending Banks. The throw home is a decent one, and he is out! It skipped to the plate. Lozano turned. No one was there. He looked up, and then Banks ran into him, and he held on for the tag. Well, there will be an out on the play, but it's an RBI single by Mata. Banks is out 9-2. Runner at first with 1 out now in the top of the 5th. A couple of just strange plays. First pitch to Pelk is a breaking ball down low. Pelk singled in the 3rd, was robbed of a home run, or close enough. Robbed of extra bases, certainly. Started this game on a deep fly ball to center by Druitt. 7-2, Oakland leads. 1-0 pitch. That's down in the dirt. Well, right now, one of these 2 runs is unearned. And if Pelk does get on, then if he gets on with a hit, both runs would actually be earned at that point because of the sacrifice. It's 2-0. Short to the dish. Fastball is up and in. It's the 71st pitch for Luke Short. Well, the first mistake by Oakland, the first I would say bad mistake by Oakland. 3-0 to Pelk. Short throws, a curveball is strike one. Big curveball. Mata at first, he's got decent speed. He's stolen 18 bags, he's only been caught twice. The 3-1, short, fires, it's in the dirt. It's ball 4. That'll be the second walk allowed by Luke Short today. And that'll put runners at first and second for Spencer Rich. 1 out, that'll bring out Jim Diedrich. I see James Collier getting warm. Collier might be getting warm to face Pappas again. So Gary Templeton pointed Banks home on that play. He sent him. He didn't use a windmill, but he did send him. And Banks was out thanks to the accurate, if not slightly slow throw of Santos. All right, all done on the mound. It's the second mound visit used up by Oakland. It's Mata at second, Pelk at first, and it's Spencer Rich coming to the plate. 5 hits for Idaho Falls. Shorty at 73 pitches. The first one to Rich. Just off the plate. Changeup at 79, 1-0. Single, single, sacrifice, E3, single, walk. There's been no natural outs in this inning except for the one thrown out at home, 9-2. The next pitch is down and in. It's 2-0. On the throw, or rather on the single by Mata, Ostrander came in to score, but Banks was thrown out. 2-0, Rich swings and fouls it way early on 85. A hittable pitch for Rich, let's call it. Rich is one of the few on this team not from California. He's from Winter Park, Florida. A double look from Shorty, now he throws and Rich pulls it back. He showed bunt and it's a strike. It looked odd. It's 2-2. I wouldn't guess this a team to try to bunt their way back into this game, but so far the Ballers haven't shown an ability to defend it either. The 2-2, Rich swings and misses. Chases the changeup away, and Short picks up his 6th strikeout. That'll bring up Trevor Rogers. This is a pretty big at-bat in this ball game. I mean, Rogers, with all his power, he's already homered in this championship series. He could make this a 2-run game with 1 swing. Now any runs in this inning will be unearned. The first pitch to Rogers from Short. Here it comes. Ground ball foul. Here's a changeup inside. Breaking ball. Maybe that looked like the big curveball. It was a little bit harder that time. 0-1. 7-2. Oakland leads in the top of the 5th. Idaho Falls will not make this a comfortable game. It's an 0-1. Rogers swings and misses. Chases 87 above the zone. That time, it looked like Rogers was cheating toward the outside a little bit and then had to stand up to swing on a fastball that was close to his hands. Rogers has struck out twice against Short already. Luke Short comes set. The 0-2 on its way. It is just off the plate. And a quarter of a swing by Rogers. 1-2. Pitch to Rogers. Low. He takes. 2 good takes by Rogers. He's worked the count back even, 2-2. Well, 1 more ball, and Mata from second and Pelk from first will get to try to leave early. Shorty comes set. It's a 2-2 pitch to Rogers. Here it comes. It's fouled back. Got 88 on the inner half that time. And when you send a ball straight back to the screen like that, sort of tells you didn't miss it by a whole lot. No one warming in the Idaho Falls pen right now. The 2-2 is swung on, hit to left field. Helmick barely moves. Helmick will put it away. It's 2 runs for Idaho Falls on 3 hits, an error, and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 7-2 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. It's the bottom of the 5th. The Ballers lead the Chuckers 7-2. A lot of, let's say, bad things happened in that inning for Oakland. But there was 1 or 2 good things that really helped hold that rally where it was. Most importantly, the throw from Isai. A sellout has just been announced here at Raimondi Park, and I thought we might get close. That's 4,100 tickets sold. And it is absolutely packed here. Here is Helmick. I would say a good maybe 100 or 200 came from the California players on the Idaho Falls side. First pitch is fouled back. They brought a pretty good contingent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 born in California. And then I think another couple dozen, or another half dozen actually are in California or have a hometown in California. The 0-1 to Helmick is swung on and foul back again. 2 straight fastballs, 2 straight foul balls. Helmick, Allgaier, Harris. Ballers scored 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th. They've allowed the 2 in the top of the 5th. So the question is now is, do you have a rebuttal? You've heard Idaho Falls' rebuttal. Pitch to Lou is swung on and missed. I think he just tried to pull a fastball that was on the high outside corner and pulled off of it. It is strikeout 5 for Gary Grosjean. Here's Allgaier. Allgaier. First pitch is a strike. Allgaier singled and walked. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. 7-2 Oakland. Base is empty. 1 away. So 0-2 pitch to Jake Allgaier. Grosjean is set. Pitch 81 on the night for him. Allgaier will look at a changeup off the plate. 1-2. Setting up outside is Pappas, and the pitch is off the plate. 92. Nice take from Allgaier. Scored a run after leading off in the top of the 4th with a walk. He's worked at 0-2 to 3-2. 2-2 on its way is swung on out of play. Something which strikes me, and I can't speak for Missoula, but Ogden, Idaho Falls, and Oakland, 3 teams that do not use pitch comms. Those are the teams in the playoffs. I don't know if Missoula uses pitch comm or not, but I can tell you the 3 I do know who don't. 2-2, high and away. 3-2. Grosjean gets a new baseball. Stands back on the mound. You can hear ball 4 from the crowd. Payoff! Swung on and hit out of play. 93 at the bottom of the zone. Allgaier was ready for it. Another payoff from Grosjean. Here it comes. It hits Allgaier in the leg at 91. So it would have been ball 4. Instead, it's a hit by pitch. But I think it got Allgaier in a pretty meaty part of the leg, which you feel good about. Here's Harris. Harris has had a couple of rough at-bats. He's hit him with double play, and he was out on batter's interference. First pitch is swung on and missed. 7-2, Oakland leading in the bottom of the 5th. And they score for a 3rd straight inning. Grosjean set. His kick and pitch to Harris is swung on and fouled off of Pappas. The Idaho Falls catcher who takes it off the mask. The old school mask, by the way. The one that is designed to fling off in the event of a foul ball off of it. So he must have taken that one on the shoulder. Both Tilo and Tatum both use the hockey style mask. So 0-2 to Harris. He will take in the dirt. It was this combination, Allgaier at first and Harris at the dish, when Danny swung and missed at a pitch that ended up being his batter's interference. But that kind of aggressiveness has paid off today. Aaron Miles sent Cobb on Eastside's double, and he scored by about 3 feet. Pitch to Harris, fouled away. That was the slider, and Danny protected well. 7-2 Oakland in the bottom of the 5th. Another ground ball off the bat of Harris could get Grosjean out of the inning. Danny will protect this 1-2 count. Pitch 91 from Grosjean is swung on and hit into center field. That's a base hit. That was a hanging slider. Boy, that broke early, came in at 83, and that's a wallop up the dish. 101 off the bat of Harris. Here is Lozano. Tilo with 2 hits, a double, to right center on a line drive, and then an infield hit. He leads the team in infield hits, Tyler Lozano. Infield is back with one away. Looking to boost the Ballers' 5-run lead. First pitch swung on, foul deeply down the right field line, out of play. Got a fastball at 90 in not a bad spot at all. If it was a number pad, I would say somewhere between numbers 5 and 7 if you're looking at the catcher. 0-1 to Lozano. He will take off the plate, 90 miles an hour. Challenged by Pappas. A late challenge. But that's a ball. It's confirmed a ball. It's a little bit of a surprising challenge from Pappas. Tilo in a 1-1 count. There is someone warming for Idaho Falls now. Collier has sat down in the Ballers bullpen. Pitch to Tilo, a ground ball, foul. If anything, these guys are just giving Shorty more rest for when he has to come back out. Everyone knows the chant now. A chant that started in the third game of the playoffs in 2024. The 1-2 Lozano swing, ground balls could be 2. Mata picks it up, throws the banks for 1. The return throw is in time. Nice turn on the infield there by Idaho Falls. 4-6-3, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. We're through 5. It's 7-2 Oakland on 860 AM, The Answer. Well, we have some changes for Oakland. Slightly surprising to see them at this juncture, but we have them. We'll talk first about the changes in the outfield. So something that's actually slightly more conventional. Daryl Buggs II, he'll come in and patrol center field. He comes in for Lou Helmick, however. So Buggs will bat in the 5th spot. Druick will move from center field to left field. The one we did not necessarily expect is James Collier. Collier is into this game for Luke Shorts. So Shorty goes 5. And now the rest is up to the Oakland bullpen. Collier will face Pappas. And Pappas is the player which hit the 2-run home run off of Collier some 2 days ago. Collier comes set. First pitch to Pappas, fastball right down the gut, 91, strike 1. It was Collier who took the loss in game 1 of the series. Milliken took the loss in game 2 last night. The 0-1, swung on, hit to right field, shallow. In is Santos, still coming in. Danny is out, and it will drop between them. It's going to be a single for Pappas, who just was able to sneak that in between the infielder and outfielder for a leadoff single. That'll bring up Rosengard. The line for Luke Short, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. It's a 5-run lead for Oakland in the top of the 6th. Pitch to Rosengard, fastball for strike 1. This is an elimination game for Oakland. And they don't have to be perfect the rest of the way, but they've got to be pretty darn good. Here comes the 0-1. Rosengard takes in the dirt. I will say this right now is a very defensive lineup for Oakland, or at least in the field right now, with Bugs in center and Druick in left. Tilo behind the plate and Allgaier at third. Other than maybe having O'Hara in the outfield, I can't think of a much better defensive unit. 1-1 to Rosengard. Collier spins and throws, and back to the bag is Pappas, who did not get too far off the bag at all. The 1-1 to Rosengard. He swings and fouls it out of play. If Collier gets the 6th, you wonder who might get the 7th. You'd have to imagine that Richardson from here on out gets the 8th, and then Sullivan the 9th. We'll play 3 days in a row if we even play that many. We have 1-2 on its way to Rosengard. He swings, it's a ground ball foul. That was the slider. It's still 1-2. Rosengard lined out sharply to the center fielder Druick in inning 2. And grounded out 4-3 in the 4th. It was a ball hit to Harris's right that he came around on and made a fairly nice play. 7-2 Oakland. Leadoff man for Idaho Falls at first. That's Pappas, who had a bloop single. The 1-2 to Rosengard. Collier comes set. The kick in the pitch is in the dirt. Lozano can't find it. It's behind him, and to second goes Pappas. That's a wild pitch. Really, these are the kinds of things, the error in the previous inning, the wild pitch here. You're giving away extra bases. And it's not a team you want to do that to. 2-2 to Rosengard. Collier, a look at second. Now fires. Rosengard, a ground ball. Harris comes in, gets a generous hop. His throw to first is in time. On the play, Pappas will go to third base with 1 out. Simon Baumgart will now hit. Baumgart is a walk and a single today. He's coming off a game where he also had a walk and a single. And the day before, 2 doubles. He's brought in 2 so far in the series. Runner at third, 1 out. The only one in right now is Allgaier at third. First pitch, Baumgart swings and misses, 92. And it's 0-1. With 1 out, Collier really has to pitch for a strikeout here. A 1 on its way. Baumgart swings and misses. 93 from Collier. 2 fastballs, both up and in. And he might just go right back up there, unless Collier tries to spin him outside. Goes into the dip and comes back up. Hands at the belt. And now kicks and fires. Fastball swung on and missed at 93. And that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Simon Baumgart. 3 fastballs, all swung on and missed. a huge strikeout for Collier. And now we have a pinch hitter. It's former baller Gabe Vasquez in his first at-bat. Gabe Vasquez was drafted by the Ballers in the Florida draft camp in February. He was traded to Idaho Falls for a player to be named later, and he has been quite a 26th man for Troy Percival. Vasquez at 272 this year, 13 doubles, 12 home runs, 44 driven in. The first pitch, Collier throws, 93 on the outside. It's strike one. We likely will see Ostrander back in the game after this pinch hit. Oh, 1 to Vasquez. Got a ton of power. He swings and misses at 91. Fastball high and away. And now it's 0-2. And Collier, a guy who does feed off of energy, is looking for another strikeout. The 0-2. The pitch is too high, 93. Vasquez lays off. He is their choice man in knockout rounds and home run derbies this year. He's won quite a few. It's 1-2. Collier kicks and fires to Vasquez. It swung on and missed, and he revs it up to 94. 2 Ks for Collier. Pappas, who led the inning off with a single, who went on a wild pitch to second, is stranded at third after 3 straight outs. No runs, a hit, no errors, a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th. A huge inning in this game and this series for James Collier. 7-2 Oakland as we head to the bottom of the 6th on 860 AM, The Answer. (7-2) Oakland leading here and at 860 AM, The Answer. Nevada Collins checking in with us, and we do miss him quite a bit. 7-2 Oakland leads here in the bottom of the 6th. 9-1-2 for the Ballers. Druick, Cobb, and Santos. Against Gary Grosjean, who's about to throw his 96th pitch of the ballgame. First pitch to Druick. He swings, and that one is hit toward the first baseman hard. He picks it up, goes to the bag himself, and that's the first out. 3 unassisted. Rogers able to grab that one 101 off the bat. Druick smacked that. That'll bring up Tremaine Cobb. Cobb with 2 RBI singles today and a walk. Now 1 pitch out for Grosjean. And the pitch to Cobb is very high at 88. Will they ask Collier to go 2 innings? The way that inning ended up, I think you go with the hot hand for the 7th. You always wonder about relievers coming back out as Cobb fouls it away. That's where most of the relievers in this series have had trouble, not when they've come out of the bullpen, but when they come back out of the dugouts. 1-1. Cobb will swing and foul it away sharply. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 away. The leadoff man, Cobb, who's, again, been on base 3 times. Faces a 1-2 pitch from Grosjean. This next one will be his 100th. The kick and the pitch, it's swung on and fouled at the plate, and that got a piece of the catcher in a bad spot, and he's taking a second. Pappas, a little shake of the head, he gets up, and he looks to be all right, but he's giving a tap to Bill Shortridge saying, I'm good, man, let's go. But it stung him initially. Where was it, Ben? I can't see. Where was it? Top of the thigh. Ouch. There's nothing protecting that area. It's a 1-2 to Cobb. Pitch 101 from Grosjean. No, he steps off. Well, it's the top of the order today. It's had a lot of success. Cobb, Santos, and Almanza. Here's the 1-2. It's swung on and fouled back. That time a slider that came into the top of the zone, and Cobb tried to stay back on it. He could only foul it back over the press box. One, two. Grosjean set again. Here it comes, a half swing, does he go? Yes, says Alan Walker at first. It's a strikeout, the 6th for Grosjean. When Alan Walker makes a call, he does it confidently. I mean, that was a ha! That was a real punch from Walker at first. Santos has an RBI double in this game. He also sent a ball deep to center field. A ball which Rich jumped and then did not catch on a ball that was kind of in front of him almost. Don't even really know if he needed to leap. First pitch hits Isai in the leg. It's another hit batsman. It's the second in 2 innings. Isai heads down to first. That'll bring up Christian Almanza. And for those of you in the crowd, if you're saying he did that on purpose, he did not, because nobody hits a batter to get to Christian Almanza. Especially with 2 outs. Almanza, a single, a homer, and an intentional walk. He has been on fire this series. First pitch, high and away. It's a 7-2 ball game. It's Idaho Falls that have scored the last 2 runs. That came in the top of the 5th. It's a 1-0. Almanza takes low. Pitch at 91. Grosjean, by the way, spelled Grosjean, Grosjean, from Truckee, right outside North Beach in Tahoe. This pitch is fouled away by Almanza. Took a pretty good hack at a 90-mile-an-hour fastball at the top of the zone. So if it's 31 home runs for him in the regular season, he's up now to 34 with the 3 that he's had here in the championship series. And they need his bat. Grosjean set, the pitch to Almanza. He takes inside. He almost got hit with that breaking ball. It's 3-1. It looks like it's a righty that's up in the Idaho Falls pen. On deck is Cam Buford. He'd love to hit in this inning. The 3-1 to Almanza. He swings and misses. Got a changeup and took an awfully big hack at it. And that's what you want him doing on 3-1. I mean, right now it's an inning that's really nothing right now. And if the Ballers could get something out of this nothing, it would be a real thorn in the side of Idaho Falls. The inning has gone 3 unassisted, strikeout, and hit by pitch. Full count. The pitch is taken low. Nice take by Almanza on the changeup. 2 men on, 2 men out. Is this it for Grosjean? Is this the end of the line? Buford coming up. Buford flashing a few signs to his catcher saying, I'm good, let's go. I'm sure Troy Percival would love to see his right-hander walk off the mound with the ball in his hand, or at least in the hand of one of his defenders. Buford is 0 for 3. The 110th pitch is a fastball high and in. With 2 outs, the runners will have some big leads. Defense playing behind them. The next pitch high and in on the fastball. Some good velo still from Grosjean. Those came in at 92. And now Troy Percival is going to run out to the mound to have a quick chat with Grosjean. That was a very quick pep talk. And that man, who was an all-star closer for many years, knows exactly what his pitcher needs to hear and when. Now, this exact situation happened a couple nights ago to Julian Hernandez, and it got him a quick end of the inning, whatever his manager said to him. 2-0 to Buford, and you best believe he will try to sit on a fastball here. 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled back. He got a fastball at 92. It was slightly high and in to him, but he took a hack at it and sent it back into the screen. Santos at second, Almonte at first. 7-2 Oakland. The 2-1 pitch, Buford swings and misses at the slider. Couldn't hold back in time. And now Grosjean goes from 2-0 to 2-2. 2 outs here in the 6th. Grosjean set, looks at second, kicks, fires, and it's swung on, softly hit toward Mata. This will be a tough play. He gloves, he throws, and it's not in time. Buford beats it out, and he beat it out, I could tell from here. Not by much, but by a step. Now, Grosjean says he wants this. Percival will not let him finish this. Grosjean was pushing back with his hands toward his manager, but the decision has been made. The bases will be loaded for Darryl Buggs, and we'll take a break. 7-2 in the 6th. Oakland leads with 2 outs on 860 AM The Answer. The new arm for Idaho Falls is Ryan Fultz. He last pitched in this series in the 7th inning of Game 1. He struck out the first hitter, walked 2 batters, and then was replaced by Nicolo Panazzi. The night is over for Gary Grosjean. In his return to the Bay Area, Grosjean goes 5 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 were earned, 4 walks, and 6 Ks. All 3 runners are his responsibility. Fultz in the regular season, if I can find it quickly enough, 2-0 in 14 appearances, a 6.63 ERA. Michael O'Hara will pinch hit for Darryl Buggs. It's O'Hara's first inclusion in these playoffs. He'll pinch it here in the 6th. First pitch is down low. Has not been healthy for the majority of the year. Michael O'Hara hit .336 in 25 starts, 37 games. A home run, 14 RBI. One of the team leaders nonetheless. The 1-0 is too low, it's 2-0. At third is Santos, at second is Almanza, at first is Buford. A 7-2 game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Falks comes set. O'Hara, he'll be ready. The pitch, high and away for ball 3. And this is, I think, now where O'Hara has got to take one. We'll probably see Bugs come back in center field. This might be O'Hara's only plate appearance of the night. The 3-0. It's there for a strike. This is a big moment for Oakland. They're up 5. They got to get 9 more outs. They're going to need every run. Don't let these opportunities go by. The 3-1 to Michael O'Hara. He swings and misses. 88. It's like hard slider from Falks. Now a 2-2 count. Falks set. The kick and the pitch to O'Hara. He takes inside. It is ball 4. Well done by O'Hara, and it's 8-2. That'll bring up Allgaier. That will push Grosjean to 8 runs, 6 earned. Bugs comes back in as a pinch runner. And he will have the rest of the night in center field. He'll re-enter. So it's Almanza at third, Buford at second, O'Hara at, or rather Bugs at first. Allgaier has not been put out tonight. Single, walk, hit by pitch. First pitch is low. And a ball 5 shouts from the crowds. We're on to ball 6. 8-2. Oakland leads. 1-0 is fouled out of play. A nice swing from Allgaier there. Got a pitch at the bottom of the zone. He's spinning something up there. It's either a cutter or a slider, but it's 89. It's hard. Bullpen still quiet for Oakland, which looks like Collier will have inning 7. Falks to the dish. Allgaier takes a fastball for a strike. And Allgaier is going to challenge. It's a confirmed strike. It's 1-2, and the Ballers are down to their last challenge. They may now be very shy with that challenge the rest of the night. Falks is set on a 1-2 to Allgaier. Slight choke on the bat for Allgaier. Here it comes. It's swung on a broken bat. A flare to center. Banks is out, and he will make the catch. A major saw-off, and the inning is over. Well, if you're Idaho Falls, you hate that you gave up the run. Maybe you're okay with only giving up 1, though. It's a run on 1 hit and 2 walks and a hit by pitch in the inning. No errors. They leave the bases loaded. The Ballers do in the 6th. They score the 1 run. They lead 8-2 as we head to the 7th on 860 AM The Answer.
It's real hip hop from now until infinity.
Top of inning 7, your line score through 6. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Idaho Falls Chuckers. 8 runs on 10 hits and 1 error for the Oakland Ballers. Banks, Mata, Pelk. Banks today is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Reached on that sacrifice bunt due to an error by Almanza. And the first pitch to him is a fastball, or a cutter at 88, excuse me, on the inside corner. It's strike 1. I suppose a cutter is a cut fastball, but Collier has a distinct four-seam versus a distinct cutter. Next pitch swung on a miss. That was the four-seam. At 91, Banks swung through it. He struck out the last 2 men of the 6th, and now has an 0-2 count to Banks here in the 7th. Great atmosphere here tonight at Raimondi. 0-2 on its way, is swung on and fouled away late on 93. Just did get the bat to ball there. The challenge fastball from Collier. 93 belt high. He comes set again, goes into his dip, and now the hands rest at the chest. The 0-2 is a slider in the dirt, and Banks lays off. They're going to peel to first, and he does not swing. Would have been a, I'd say an incorrect call if he was rung up on that. We'll do a 1-2. Lozano setting up low. Do they go back to the slider? Here it comes. It is a slider. It's hit out into center field. Bugs going back a few steps. He's there. He reaches up the glove and makes the catch. Ballers need 8 outs. And now Banks and Collier jawing at each other. As Banks is coming off the field, Graham Myers is shepherding Banks off the field. I don't know what that was about. Something going back to maybe YOLO days. And now the umpire's telling a few from Idaho Falls to go back to the dugout. And this is getting a little bit of a spicy championship. The umpires are going to come together. Something was said between Banks and Collier. I'm sure some mutual jawing. And umpires shooing away Lozano. They're not going to give him a free meeting here. This is a question of warnings, I suppose. The 4 umpires meeting just to the left of the pitching mound. They're going to ask Jason Vinzon what he heard out at second base. I don't think they're going to issue any ejections, surely, but maybe some warnings here or there. So, warnings will be issued to both sides. I don't know about that. That seems excessive. I don't. It was a little bit of jawing. I don't think we now if somebody hits someone, we're going to be back in the intent structure. Yeah. So we'll see. Well, Banks flies out. That I can tell you. It's F8. Here's Mata. This ball better be outside. The first pitch is a fastball just below the zone, 91. All right, well, a match has been lit. A 1-0. Mata takes a cutter at 89, 1-1. Remember, we saw Grant Myers after warnings not eject players after players were hit. Mata takes another cutter for a strike, 1-2. Billy Horton was incensed and didn't understand why, and Myers said there was no intent. And if anything, it certainly sort of brought down the heightened emotions of both teams after that point. So you could call it good umpiring even if it goes against the rules. It's a 1-2 to Mata. Bases are empty here in the 7th. 1 away, an 8-2 Ballers lead. Collier's 1-2 on its way. Mata swings and misses on the slider. Lozano applies the tag, 2 away. Well, third strikeout for Collier. Whichever team ends up winning the championship, either Collier or Banks, and right now it's the Chuckers up 2-0 in the series, but one of those two is going to celebrate loudly toward the other, I have to believe, after what we've seen now here. Here's Pelk, the leadoff man. Collier's first pitch to Pelk. Fastball too high. One challenge left for Oakland. Tilo, I think, reminded himself of that in the previous at-bat when he almost challenged the pitch. 1-0. Collier kicks and fires. It swung on. Allgaier has it go through him. That's going to be a base hit. Pelk hit that sharply on one hop. And that's a base hit for Pelk. About halfway on that was Allgaier, and it's the kind of ball that you almost could catch on the fly, but it bounces right next to you. And now here comes Spencer Rich. I think I see the large frame of Connor Richardson getting warm in the Ballers bullpen. Runner at first, 2 outs in the 7th. Ballers lead by 6. Collier kicks and fires to Rich. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Cutter at 90 at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. Rich takes high. It would be big for Collier to get Rich out. A 1-1. Breaking ball. It nearly hit Rich in the head, but did not. And just with the warnings issued, it's just much more difficult now. 2-1. Collier fires. It swung on a high chopper to Cobb. He's got to take it on a short hop. He will push it in front of him, and that's an error. He did not get that on the right hop, and it's a 2-out error, and the inning continues. I mean, he was really caught in between that bounce on the high arcing rainbow. Here is Rogers. Well, this is the part where I say Rogers can make this a 3-run game with one swing. Collier, his first pitch. Rogers takes a strike. You still feel a little bit nervy, even at 8-2, knowing the offense for Idaho Falls. You scored 10 runs in the previous game, and you still lost by 5. Collier looks at second. And the 0-1, Rogers swings, hits a ball to left field. In is a left fielder. He will make the catch. Struick about chest high for the final out of the 7th. No runs, a hit, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. It's time to stretch at Raimondi. The towels, the rally towels, flying high. It is 8-2, Oakland leading on 860 AM The Answer. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball here on 860 AM. The Answer. We've got rally towels flying around in the crowd. It's the bottom of the 7th. The Ballers lead 8-2. Trying to force a game 4 in this series. Ballers with 6 more outs for Idaho Falls can score 6 runs, would accomplish that feat. And let's remember this, Ballers are trying to win their first ever game in the championship. Idaho Falls is a team that has been around since 1940. They know how to win championships. They won one in 2019. That was their last, the last of the affiliate Pioneer League when they were a Kansas City Royals affiliate. They've been to the playoffs twice in the independent era. First pitch to Danny Harris is off the plate. Once in 2021 when I was part of that organization and broadcasting the loss from Missoula. And now this year, where they've beaten the Missoula Paddleheads with Ben Picorni on the radio, or actually John Balgini. This pitch is down 0. 2-0 to Danny Harris. John Balgini, the 40th season for him for Idaho Falls baseball. And of course, we all congratulate him on that feat. One of my first broadcast partners. The 2-0, Harris swings and misses. I did recount the tale a couple days ago of how John taught me to say flied out versus flew out. And some of our rejoiners and some of even the things we do, our celebrity third inning, those were all stolen, if you like, from John. So if you've enjoyed those on the Ballers broadcasts, that is their originator. The 2-1 on its way to Harris. Fastball just off the plate. Really not by much at all. Now 3-1. Harris a single and 3 at-bats. Pitch from Falks is swung on, hit down the right field line. This is deep. Over in the corner is Ostrander. Approaching the line, he goes into a slide, and it is foul. A big, just cloud of dust left in his wake. Three and 2 to Danny Harris. Falks comes set. Payoff pitch to Harris to begin this 7th. Danny swings and fouls it out of play. Don't think 6 runs is enough. I'm not saying that I don't think 6 runs is enough, but more of a telling you in an imperative statement, don't think that 6 runs is enough. There is no greed in the Pioneer League. Line drive, base hit center field. Harris got an 89-mile-an-hour fastball, lower half of the plate, and deposits it into center for his 2nd single. Tilo's had a nice day. He's 2 for 3. Doubled, scored, also singled, and then hit into a double play. How much do the Ballers want to manufacture runs from here on out? The first pitch to Tilo is a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Set is Falks. Harris waits on it. Tilo hits a ball to left field. Fairly deep. Back of the wall is Pelk. He's going to turn. It's gone. A hanging breaking ball above the zone. Way up into the Oakland Knights. And it's 10-2. Eight-run lead for Oakland. What a night for Tilo. Here is Druick. Druick is 0 for 3. Falks throws, Druick takes inside for ball 1. Ballers scored, and then they kept scoring. That is a formula for success. 1-0. Druick takes high and away. They want to live another day. 2-0 popped up. Third base side. Who's going to have it? Drifting back. No one has it. It's a double. It drops in between 3 chuckers. The third baseman, Rosengard, went down the line, followed the line all the way, kept drifting to his right, and then started to move toward his left and looked at everybody else, and it just dropped between 3 players. That's the way this game has gone for Oakland. Now here's Cobb. That's Zach St. Pierre in the bullpen. First pitch to Cobb is called a strike. Ball 1 to Cobb. Just looking at the bullpen. Beg your pardon. Still no outs in this inning. Cobb looks at strike 1. The Ballers will look to St. Pierre to try to get the final 6 outs of this game, probably. It'll be the first time that St. Pierre pitches in this series. Cobb looks at strike 2. Slider on the corner. Part of the plate he's got to protect right now. He's taking those pitches. I mean, that's not even on the corner, actually. That is at least 2 balls in. So maybe wondering if it was too low. If it was anything, it would have been more low than outside. It's 1-2. Falks fires. Fastball off the dish. It's challenged by the catcher. That is overturned to a strike. And it's strike 3. They have 2 left. So Cobb goes down looking. It's the first strikeout for Falks. It's the 7th strikeout for Idaho Falls pitching today. As Falks tries to now complete 1 1/3 innings. Here's Santos. Only the first out of this inning. Santos set a ball down and in. Single 2-run home run by Lozano, then Druick double. Cobb takes strike 3. He'll have a 2 for 4 night if he does not hit again. Isai has a booming double. That brought in a run. He has a booming error. A ball he sent back to center field. Rich tried to catch the ball. He couldn't catch it. It dropped. And 2 runs came in. He also came in after being hit by a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Banks picks it up, throws to first. It's in time for the final out. Or excuse me, for the second out. A little ahead of myself. The inning's still going. Druick goes to third. And that'll bring up Christian Almanza. Almanza has reached base 4 times, a single, 2-run homer, an intentional walk, and a walk. First pitch to Almanza is a called strike. (10-2) Oakland in the 7th. Falks set and fires. Almanza looks at ball 1 inside. The run at third, maybe not as important, not as big as the 2 runs already scored. 1-1, a ground ball toward second baseman Banks. Loves it, flips to first. It's in time for the final out. The Ballers scored twice in the inning on 3 hits. The 2 runs came in on a Tyler Lozano 2-run home run. We head to the 8th. It's 10-2 on 860 AM, The Answer. Well, 2 big innings of relief for James Collier as pass the torch to Zach St. Pierre, who will try to get presumably the final 6 outs in the 8th and the 9th. It's 10-2. The Ballers lead the Chuckers in this Game 3 of the Pioneer League Championship. A win for Oakland today would keep them alive and activate a Game 4 tomorrow at 6:35. And then it's just about trying to push it to a Game 5 if they can. They've got to win this one first. They're up 8 in the 8th. Johnny Pappas will lead it off. Pappas is 1 for 3 today. 7 hits for the Chuckers today. Pappas has 1 of those 7 hits. The first pitch is low for ball 1. All 7 hits are singles thus far. St. Pierre to the dish. There's a strike, 1-1. This is St. Pierre's first appearance in the playoffs or championship this year. 8-4 this year, 5.36 ERA. 73 Ks, 1 save on the year in 97 innings. Next pitch is down low. Batters hit .308 against St. Pierre this year. 6 bullpen appearances, 16 starts altogether. No one has thrown more innings as a baller than Zach St. Pierre. The 2-1 on its way. St. Pierre will throw a breaking ball, and Pappas swings and misses. Pappas didn't like that he was called for a swing. He appeals to first, and Alan Walker upholds the swing. It's 2-2. St. Pierre from the windup. The pitch on its way. It is in the dirt. Laid off by Pappas. That's a good eye. And we go to a 3-2 pitch. St. Pierre did pitch in last year's playoffs. He threw 3 innings of no earned run ball. 3-2 in the dirt. And it's a walk to Pappas to begin the 8th. Well, if you're Idaho Falls, you're just looking for base runners. So that's certainly something that Zach Pierre did not want. Maybe the last thing he wanted to do was come out of the bullpen and walk someone. Here's Rosengard. We play in the top of the 8th. It's a 10-2 Oakland lead. Leadoff man Pappas is on. Here's Rosengard, who is 0 for 3, and that does not happen to Benjamin Rosengard. First pitch is high. St. Pierre, one of the few pitchers that is not featured in this series yet. I think the only other one is Gabe Tanner, who is trying to get ready for a potential start tomorrow. The next pitch is fouled out of play. Everyone else has pitched in the series, if even for an inning. Bins, Bogosian, Butts, Collier, Delvecchio, Franzen, Milliken, Richardson, Short, St. Pierre, Sullivan. It's just Tanner. St. Pierre comes set. His kick and pitch to Rosengard is fouled back. 79 on the breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Ballers need 6 more outs. I think unless this gets to about a 4 or 3 run game, you're going to see St. Pierre for the rest of the night. Hasn't thrown in a while. St. Pierre comes set. The next one to Rosengard is swung on and fouled at the plate. Fastball at 91, it's 1-2. Don't think you're going to see Pappas run. He's attempted 6 steals this year, and he's only reached twice. It's a 1-2 now to Rosengard. St. Pierre peers over to first, comes set at the belt. A 1-2 is a breaking ball, line drive to right field. That's a base hit, softly hit. Esai will play a big hop, and the first 2 men reach here in the 8th.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 20, Simon Baumgart.
Simon Baumgartz. It will not be Baumgart. This is Thomas McCaffrey, number 28. McCaffrey will hit for Baumgart, and here comes Jim Diedrich. Well, so far, soft contact from Rosengard on the line drive single, just at 73 miles an hour off the bat, and then he walked Pappas before that. So now McCaffrey will bat for Baumgart. Be unclear, since Baumgart is the DH, whether or not McCaffrey will stay in the ball game. He's a good hitter, 332, 16 doubles, 8 home runs, 48 driven in. One of 3 listed catchers on this team, along with Pappas and Poss, who we have not seen in this series. First pitch, it's popped up, broken bat. That will get out of play. Threw him a 90-mile-an-hour sinker inside, way up and in to McCaffrey. Zano shoots him a few finger signs before he gets behind the plate. McCaffrey is still waiting for a bat. I guess if you yell things from your catcher's spot to the pitching mound, doesn't constitute a mound visit. So you can say whatever you want in code if you like. 2 men on, nobody out in the 8th, and the Ballers are up by 8. McCarthy had a nice game in game 2. McCaffrey, rather, excuse me. 3 hits for him, including an RBI single, a double, and he scored 2 runs. The 0-1 pitch from St. Pierre. Sinker is inside for ball 1. Idaho Falls, 2 challenges left. Oakland has 1. St. Pierre set, needs outs. Pitch to McCaffrey is just inside. Not close enough to challenge, apparently. With just 1 left, you want to save it until you absolutely need it. You're up 10-2 in the 8th. A situation which otherwise in the regular season would be a magic 8th inning. The 2-1, McCaffrey looks at a pitch in the dirt. It's now 3-1. Well, they're not going to fool around, I'll tell you that much. If St. Pierre allows McCaffrey or even another batter on, they're not going to leave him in. St. Pierre comes set. Needs to be a strike on 3-1. It is. It's a ground ball to the backhand of Cobb. It's through into left field. Druk will pick it up. They'll hold the runner at third. The bases are loaded with no outs in the 8th. And now, here comes another pinch hitter. This is Grady Morgan. Well, Morgan will now take over in right field, since they've already used a pinch hitter, or a designated pinch hitter. Morgan will take over in right for Ostrander. Here comes Aaron Miles. It will not be Zach St. Pierre. And as it turns out, it'll be a quick night for St. Pierre. He'll face just 3 batters. Walk, single, and single. And we will take a break and come back on 860 AM, The Answer. Grady Morgan will face a new pitcher. It's Connor Richardson. Chewy is out of the pen. Aaron Miles wants to win tonight, and to do so, he's going to trust all of his best arms out of the bullpen. Zach St. Pierre, I'll say he didn't pitch all that poorly, I don't think. A walk, a bloop single, and then a single through the infield. Bases loaded, no outs. And Chewy is going to get, or try to get out of this situation. Bases loaded, no outs in the 8th. Ballers up 10-2. Ben Picorni, broadcaster for the Idaho Falls Chuckers, decided to tell me that the most runs that Idaho Falls has scored in an inning this year is 12. And I will say, I believe it because their offense is the best in the league. The Ballers, of course, the most they scored, I believe, was 15 in Ogden. Nevada will be able to correct me on that. First pitch from Chewy is swung on, hit down the left field line, toward the corner, and out of play. Got a fastball at 90. It's 0-1. Ballers will, of course, trade a run for 2 outs. They may trade 2 runs for 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch, Morgan swings and fouls it out of play again. Allgaier's going to give it a look, but yes, that is out of play. It's a quick 0-2. That time it was a slider from Chewy, which has a lot of downward bite. Morgan waits. The 0-2 on its way from Richardson is low. Now, if Tilo in this situation feels that a pitch is close enough to be challenged, he might use up Oakland's last challenge here. 1-2. Chewy turns and fires. It's swung on and missed. A changeup high and away. There's 1 away. Ballers are 5 outs away. Another pinch hitter. Jacob Jablonski. This is the moment for the Chuckers tonight, and they will fire all salvos. Jablonski for Banks. We've seen Jablonski hit balls out of the ballpark. He'll take over at second base for Banks. He's a switch hitter, and he'll stand in on that left side. Chewy's first pitch to him is a fastball high at 91. At third is Pappas. At second is Rosengard. McCaffrey, the pinch hitter, at first. McCaffrey, of course, now will stay in the game as DH since the designated pinch hitter was already used. The next one is swung on and missed. Fastball at the top of the zone. Jablonski swings through it. Anthony Mata on deck. Richardson looks at second, now fires to the plate. Breaking ball down and in. It's called for a strike. Jablonski will challenge. That is a confirmed strike.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the call is confirmed.
1-2 the count to Jablonski. Chewy toes the rubber again. He agrees with his catcher. He now comes set. The pitch on its way. It's swung on. It's popped up. It's on the infield behind home plate. Who wants it? Tilo, does he see it? Richardson. It's Tilo making the catch. Boy, he must not have saw it to the last second. Richardson overran it. It's a foul pop out to the catcher, and there's 2 away. Now Anthony Mata. The fans want to see a win. They also want to see the Ballers get out of this bases loaded, no outs jam. It would require Richardson eliminating Mata, who is 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. First pitch, fouled down the line on the fastball. It's 0-1. Ballers took the lead in the 3rd inning with a 4 spot. They've not looked back since. They're up 10-2. The 0-1, Mata swings and misses at the slider. 0-2. Mata stands in. Richardson comes set. Richardson waits, actually. Now comes set. 2 on the clock. He's got to get it off quick. He does. The pitch on its way. It's popped up on the infield in foul territory. Lozano, does he have a play? He does! And Richardson gets out of the bases loaded. No outs jam. Bottom of the 8th we go. 10-2 Oakland on 860 AM The Answer. Bottom of the 8th for the 3rd time in this championship series. Julian Hernandez will take the hill for the Idaho Falls Chuckers. He'll face Buford, he'll face Bugs, and he'll face Allgaier in this bottom of the 8th. What a job by Connor Richardson. I'm not sure if he was the first man to greet him or not, but I can definitely tell you that one of the happiest ballers in that dugout was Zach St. Pierre, who ends up giving up no earned runs despite the walk and the 2 hits. I'll give you the line for Ryan Falks, the reliever for Oakland. Or, excuse me, the reliever for the Chuckers. Falks goes 1 1/3 innings, allows 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk and a strikeout. Caleb Franzen is getting warm in the Ballers bullpen. Looks like he'll have the 9th. Buford takes a fastball high and away for ball 1 at 93. Hernandez has pitched well in the championship series so far. Next pitch is in the dirt. The 2-0. There's a strike on the outside. 2-1 to Buford. Hernandez works from the windup. Pitch is low, 3-1. For those of you who are interested, there are tickets on sale for the rest of the series. Although they're not officially, games aren't officially happening until the Ballers get 3 more outs. Buford walks, takes a pitch high and away. Leadoff man is on for Darryl Buggs. Darryl Buggs will finally take his first at bat here in the 8th. Came in for Lou Helmick as a defensive replacement in the 6th, and in the bottom of the 6th was pinch hit for by Michael O'Hara, and now gets his first at bat here in the 8th. So Hernandez against Buggs. Hernandez to the dish. The first pitch fastball's at 92 for a strike. Buford a short lead at first. The 0-1. Buggs takes a fastball for strike 2. 94 from Hernandez. You don't see a team for a whole year. And then you got Hernandez throwing 94. You got Flynn with the wipeout splitter. You got swing and a miss to Buggs. He's gone. You got Panazzi with the ridiculous breaking ball, and you think, how does Hernandez have a 5.89? How does Flynn have a 14.66? And how does Panazzi have an 8.13 ERA? And why should they all shine in the bright lights of a championship? One away for Allgaier. It's almost like, why me? Why us? They're all fantastic players, though. First pitch to Allgaier. There's a strike, 92 on the inside. 10-2 Oakland in the bottom of the 8th. Hernandez, the 0-1. Changeup, it looked like that time on the outside corner, 0-2. I think, too, with the way Grosjean came off the mound tonight, not wanting to get taken out at 110 pitches, I think he goes into the clubhouse tomorrow immediately and goes, if you want me in relief again, you have me. The 0-2, Allgaier lays off the changeup outside. It's 1-2 now. Franzen in the 9th, he'll face the top of the order. Pelk, Rich, and Rogers. 2 lefties in that trio. The 1-2, Allgaier off the hands for the shortstop Mata. He'll go to the back himself. His throw to first is in time. It is a 6-3 double play. 6 unassisted, out at second. No runs, no errors, no hits, no one left on base. We go to the 9th. Ballers need 3 outs to win their first ever championship game. On the other side, on 860 AM, The Answer. Top of the ninth. 10-2 Oakland leads. Caleb Franzen on the hill to try to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Welcome back to Ballers Baseball on 860 AM. The Answer. I'm Tyler Peterson. Pelk, Rich, and Rogers to face the lefty Franzen, who threw 2 innings in his last game. That was 2 days ago. He allowed 3 runs, 4 hits, no walks, and a strikeout in that performance. See exactly where he came into the ball game. He faced Pelk. He did not face Pelk. He did not face Pelk or Rogers or Pappas. So Pelk, Rich, and Rogers, the 3 he faces. He did face Rich, and Rich got a sacrifice fly off of him. First pitch to Pelk, a strike, 90 miles an hour. 1 challenge left for both teams. The 0-1, Pelk swings and misses. 94 above the zone from Franzen. Haven't seen 94 in a while from Franzen. We know he's got it. His debut, he was spinning 95 against Ogden. The 0-2, Pelk swings and misses, 94. That arm looks to be just fine after the 2 innings 2 days ago and the long travel back. 1 away in the 9th. That'll bring up Spencer Rich. Rich today is 1 for 4 with a single. Oh, excuse me. This is Nick Poss. Nick Poss will be the next pinch hitter. I think that's everyone now from the offense. Every single offensive player has played tonight. First pitch to Poss. Fastball for a strike at the knees. Nick Poss, a catcher, 5'11", 190 from Tacoma, Washington. The next pitch is swung on a miss at 93. There's only 2 other players on Idaho Falls we haven't seen at all, and that's Shane Spencer and Nathan Hemmerling. Shane Spencer, I do believe, will be scheduled to go tomorrow. And he has had a nice season and put the hurt on Missoula in his last start. The 0-2, pitch on its way. It is high and outside at 94. A 1-2. Franzen throws. It's swung on, grounded to third. Allgaier picks it up. His throw across the diamond is in time. 2 away. The Ballers are now an out away from forcing game 4. Trevor Rogers. First pitch, swung on, line drive, base hit, left field. This will go to the wall. Rogers wants 2. Druitt picks it up, and Rogers has 2. It's a double. That is the first extra base hit of the game for Idaho Falls. And that is probably one of the reasons that the Ballers have been successful today, as they have limited the damage from Idaho Falls, who have their 10th hit, but the previous 9 were all singles. Here's Pappas. 1 for 3 with a walk. Franzen to the dish. The first pitch is 93 on the inside. Franzen set. An 0-1, a check of second. The high kick. The pitch is swung on and missed. 86 that time on a breaking ball. And now the Ballers, and these fans know it, are 1 strike away. 0-2. Ground ball. Allgaier gets up. His throw is in time. Oakland is alive. Game 4 tomorrow night, 6:35 pack time. So if you did not buy your tickets out of superstition before, you are now allowed to buy your tickets. We are going to wait for a meeting on the field. Interview on the field with Casey Pratt. What a win for Oakland to keep their season alive. They're still gonna have to fight to pull this off. But they live to see another day. All right, Casey Pratt is ready on the field with our player of the game. All right, Casey, let's go.
I'm here with Tyler Lozano. Had a couple huge hits, but before we get into all that, Tilo, how huge was this energy from these fans? How much do we need this tomorrow on Saturday for Game 4?
I mean, this is Oakland. This is what Oakland's about. I mean, the fans from pitch 1 all the way until the end of the game, I mean, they were fired up. They're ready to go. We love you guys. This is with your help.
Tilo, a couple huge hits in this game, man. What was going well for you at the plate?
You know, the motto is just pitch by pitch. You know, going up there, being ready for the fastball, being ready for each pitch, and don't miss. And that's kind of been our motto going into it. Be ready and be in the present moment.
Now, you drove in a few runs, but you also stopped a few at the plate here. Tell me a little bit about the incredible defense from the outfield and your ability to get those guys at the plate, because that really stops the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fearless baseball. I mean, everyone on this field is fearless and wants to compete at the highest level. So, you know, at the end of the day, I was ready to get ran over there if it came down to it.
All right, guys. One last one for Tyler Lozano. Tyler, Saturday, Game 4. All these people. Bring these rally towels back, too. Bring them back. Bring them back. What's your message to this fan base as we head into a critical win-or-go-home game tomorrow?
Fans, it starts with you guys. Bring the energy, and we'll have the energy on the field. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, Tilo. Back to you, Tyler.
Thank you, Casey. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our wrap-up on the Ballers Postgame Show on 860 AM The Answer. Just go 1. Well, you heard the man. Game 4 tomorrow night, 6:35. Be here. Be part of this. They need you. And like we said earlier, they needed to come home because they certainly have the crowd behind them. Totals for Pioneer League Championship Game 3. 2 runs, 10 hits, an error for the Idaho Falls Chuckers. 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Oakland Ballers. The win goes to Luke Short. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, an earned run, 2 walks, and 5 Ks. The loss goes to Grosjean, who threw 5 2/3, 10 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. No save in the game. Short is 1-1. Grosjean 0-1 in these playoffs. Time of the game, 2 hours and 56 minutes in front of a sellout, and that is 4,100. Well, for Oakland, they got the offense they needed. They got it early. A 4-run third, a 4-run third, a 3-run fourth, and then added on 3 more runs in 1 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th. Pitching was good all night. Pitching was good both in the clutch and in its consistency. And I point to James Collier, I point to Connor Richardson for the clutchness, the consistency of Caleb France and Luke Short. St. Pierre, unfortunately, had a very short outing, just 2 hits and a walk allowed when he was replaced. Not happy that he was taken off the mound in that situation. I'm sure maybe a little bit happier after seeing no runs end up on his ERA. And a pat on the back for his main man, Connor Richardson. Tomorrow, same deal. The Chuckers can win it all. The Ballers can send it to a Game 5. Gabe Tanner is on the mound. Last time he was on the mound, he threw 8 shutout innings at this ballpark and a 1-0 win for Oakland. They have to force a Game 5. They have to stay alive if they want a shot at the championship. And if they play like they did tonight, they just might. Take it one day at a time. They survived today. Idaho Falls won the first 2 games of the series, and now it's Oakland with an 8-run victory here on September the 19th. I want to thank Vince back in our 860 AM The Answer studios. I'd like to thank Bryce, who is at the controls at Birch. Ben, who is putting us on our YouTube stream. I'm Tyler Peterson. We'll see how the voice is tomorrow. Had a day off, had a day to rest the voice. Went all right today. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. And we'll see how I am tomorrow. It'll be a 6:30 broadcast start, not 6 o'clock like today. So we do hope you join us at that time. Once again, the final score of tonight's ball game, the Oakland Ballers win 10-2. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.